Oh, maybe the map's wrong for me.
Yeah, maps glitch.
No, it's supposed to be desert. It's supposed to be desert.
Desert?
Yeah, it is desert. This is the desert.
Okay.
It is no desert.
Ooh,
Alright,
fun.
our last session. All of you made your way through the cave system and in through like a pantry small door into the blacksmith shop. As you enter, you speak to the blacksmith. He's wondering how you got in there, and you have also found the missing girl working as an apprentice with the blacksmith.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, you did find her there. She was one of the characters that saw you. Really bad redneck accent, really bad. So, as you come back, he's kind of waiting expectantly for why you guys are here, because nobody, I don't believe anybody announced why you guys were here. So with that, I'm going to turn the floor over. Yeah, I'm going to turn it to Twig. And we'll work our way from Twig around the table.
I was saying last time we played, I asked him to come back with us.
Oh, that was okay.
Yeah.
So he is currently packing all of his gear, and he's kind of grumpily eyeing all of you. Y'all seem to have like interrupted his mojo, his sanctum of silence, while he forges the little baubles and trinkets that he makes here. Everybody roll me a perception check. Alright, I don't know what that's about, but it feels like somebody's cheating. So, Twig, you and Sapphire can see scroll work. I don't know. I think it's everybody's cheating but me. Hold on, what's mine do? Yeah, you're all cheating. Twig, Sapphire,
What do you mean?
you can see a language inscribed on the wall.
Do I know this language?
I read.
Twig knows this language as Draconic.
Of course Twig would know.
The kobold.
Kobolds can speak Draconic. Sapphire, roll me a d20.
Wendigo does not know.
Sapphire does not know Draconic, but you
does it
can
say?
see.
Wait. Does Jeffrey know?
Let me roll for Dracmere.
Did you? I'm gonna look down at Drakmir. Did you go to school?
Did you go to school? No. So Twig, what's written on the wall seems to be a story of several way long past encounters with dragons, and it's a list of names and the deeds that they have done for the local peoples. Or another list shows the misdeeds that they have done against the local peoples. There's a very few there's a few times that you see Murfaculi. Amy, give me a pen. Murfaculi.
Is that who I think that is?
Roll me an insight.
No. It is who I think it is, though, just simply for the fact that you asked me to roll. I know exactly what that is.
Name.
Is it the Murfter? Is it the Murfters?
I know exactly who it is.
It truly can't be Murphy, can it?
Carnivistan. Perfect.
Oh my god.
Why'd you spell Durnavan with a T? Or is that someone else?
These are
Durniv-
actual
Dragon
names.
names.
Durnivistan.
Oh.
Durnivstar. Durnivstar? Durnivstan? Durnivstan?
Leave that there.
I
Give me a
can't-
second. I'm
Durnavistan.
trying to get my shit
Oh.
together.
Victosh.
Revtalia.
Like Meridia's beacon.
Yes.
A new hand touches the beacon.
Let me come over there. So I'm not sitting here trying to read backwards. Don't question me.
I've got a few more, but these are the 5 that are legible to you, as it seems that age and time have worn the other script from the wall, as well as most of the legible stories of their misdeeds. But you can see several times that this name, and this name, and this name
You spelled that wrong.
fall under both categories.
There's 2 eyes.
Your name. And Durnavistan?
No.
Oh, and Victosh. I'll get it eventually, wherever the pin's at.
Wait, Durnavan?
No. In
Wait a
Victosh,
minute.
there's 2 eyes.
Wait a minute. Wait a
What are we
minute.
waiting a minute for?
Nothing.
I'm writing
Quick
things, so
question,
don't
Proto.
erase that.
Am I seeing a...
Oh
am I
shit,
seeing-
which one
well,
did you
shit.
stop at?
What were the last 2?
Ravtalia? And Meridia.
Is that last one? The one that I was talking
Maybe.
to you about? Yeah, I
Yes.
rewrote that because
Game crash.
the city where Meridia had came from was Meridian. Like the city that attacked.
Ah,
So I renamed that one. I'll get you the name.
So-
It's like really fucking weird.
That's
Hold
not
on.
very nice.
I gotta get my computer.
You've been stabbed twice.
is it pretty?
That's a bonk.
I mean, yeah,
Bonked and stabbed twice.
I
How do
guess.
you plead?
it's interesting. I actually have 2 dragon names that are mentioned.
I have several dragon names that y'all will find.
I can give you the ones that I have.
Would you be so kind as to DM those to me?
Yeah. I gotta pull my shit up,
Um,
so just give me a minute. Go ahead and continue while I do that.
Alright, let me put my cap back on my drink. Alright. With all that, the blacksmith takes notice of you inspecting the wall twig, and he tells you those are stories far older than all of you. Fewer still can read it.
Twig's gonna kind of look at the man and kind of casually snickering, but walk away and act like they didn't just laugh at what he said.
Where's Wormy right now? Tell me what Wormy's doing, because you still have Wormy.
What?
He
What's
is on
Wormy
my
doing?
finger.
You're just walking around like this. What do you want to do today, Wormy? Wormy doesn't say anything. Yes, my thoughts exactly.
My oh my god,
Hold on.
that gives me
No,
That
you're
gives
good.
me
Sorry.
That gives
Can
me
I- where's my
fucking
remote?
sneak
Can you give
vibes.
me that marker that you had?
Oh,
This is the one that you were trying to write out, because you wrote out Meridia.
I'll be right back. I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
But
or
since
something.
I had to
I'm gonna
revamp
fire you out
that
of a
because
cannon.
my
I'm sorry.
dumbass
It's not my fault.
named it after the
I
same
know, you're
city that
fine.
attacked it. This is what I renamed it as. Hold on, did I spell that right?
Cattaraugus.
No.
Katagir.
What?
Oh. Katagita. Katagita.
Así siendo ser-
I don't
Got
remember
that.
where I got that from. And then I have 2 more names that I've
Kataigita.
mentioned so far.
I forgot. None of the party members of the Chaotic Crusaders know Rev's name. They just know him as Kenku.
Nobody knows your name. I didn't
Yeah.
think about that.
Yeah, because nobody said
Wait,
his name.
he's
Nobody.
in the-
Wait. I heard.
He's in the Chaotic Crusaders as well.
Rev is.
Yes.
Oh.
We had to pull, and you weren't on when they were playing, but Spojin was. It was not a favoritism thing.
I'm
I'm
sad
just-
now. I didn't get to join.
No!
No, be sad. I just turn up for every session, even if it's not a Chaotic Crusader session, because I love this thing.
What
I love
day
it.
was it? Which day was it?
It was
No,
Saturday?
Friday?
Friday.
Friday.
It was Friday. Friday.
Oh, Friday.
Yeah. I
Half
was
of our
just there.
group keeps not showing up, so we had to pull somebody to play with us for that night.
If it keeps
got
going, then I'm
died.
just going to like keel haul all
Well, we're
of
not
you
getting
in.
rid of you. I'm in.
Yeah.
They might get removed.
Got off to do
Tyrion?
that on their own.
Or the other one.
Well, Shirian hasn't showed up for how many sessions now?
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you. He showed up for
I know
2
it's not-
sessions out of
It's
6.
not his fault. I know he's just busy, but he doesn't even give
I
me
make
a
it
heads
known.
up before we. Yeah, it's said like a week before when we're going to play, which is the issue. Where is the other name? I know it's in here. There it is.
I'm gonna get some water.
Yes, hydrate.
Or juice.
Okay, I found them.
I like watching your fingers move because it looks so natural.
That's because it's tracking my actual hands. So that first one, I'll have to just type it out.
Holy shit, Sane! I didn't know you were back.
I've always been here.
Yeah, but you
Hey.
went out that door and then you came back.
Yeah. Excuse me.
But to continue, Sapphire, you also notice that there seems to be a distinct marking on the anvil
Oh,
that he's using.
can I investigate?
Yes. Roll me a d20. I'll rock it. You can recognize some of the scroll work on the side. It's a very ornate anvil. And it represents a small but very familiar part of your history, as it is definitely sea elf scroll work on the anvil.
There you go.
I'd like to ask where he got that anvil from.
He turns to you and he kind of like looks at it as he's wrapping it in the leathers to protect it for this journey he's about to take. He goes, "This was something brought to a far buried relative of mine. But he was a big traveler. He had seen many places. Unlike the rest of us, he did not have this taste for the water that we do. So if he could reach it by boat, he would go."
Can I ask if he knows of a place named Oplasia?
He looks thoughtful for a moment, and he pulls out some old parchments from one of the tubes on the wall. And as he unrolls it, it's a map, but it's not of a place that is around here. You can tell that much. And these maps are very old. And it is written in a very ancient dialect of Elven. But it is still, you can still kind of work through it. And he says, I believe, he kind of lazily traces his finger across the map. That is somewhere over here, but I have never personally been.
Can I take the map with me? Can I have him take the map with me?
Well, it is pretty old, and I've had it for quite a while. $10 and it's yours.
Alright. Yeah.
He kind of, wait. Second thought, 11 gold.
You said 10.
I did say 10, but I realized that this might be a hot commodity item.
Not every...
What is the item?
It's
a map.
Old map. Oh, an old map.
Why would anyone want this old crappy piece of paper?
Your friend here seems to want this map.
It's
For
paper.
you, 12 gold.
I'll eat it.
He reaches for a rolled up like bamboo cane, and he's like, I don't think you'll be eating this.
I'm going to try to grab the cane out of his hand.
Can I pay for the map though? But I guess I'll do 11.
Of course I get fucking Kool-Aid everywhere.
He's like, excellent, and he slides the map over to you by he's stuffing it into a tube, and he slides the map to you as you hand him 11 gold. You, as you reach out for the cane, he definitely tries to whack your hand with it. And barely misses. It whistles past your little grabby claws
I want to grab
and
it and
smacks.
find it.
As he kind of brings it down with a loud whack against the counter, he says, no, and roll me a dexterity to see if you can grab it. Or just bite it. Incredibly,
I feel that.
incredibly,
Might be the same thing.
He goes,
Oh no.
that's dog shit, I'm sorry.
Wild magic.
I'm not using magic. I'm
He-
using my teeth.
He goes to
Your
pull
teeth
it
are-
back, and you bite down on this cane, and for a moment he just stands there with like this, the dwarven beard and a scowl. His eyebrows are furrowed in. He looks displeased with the development that you're biting on it, and he kind of just shakes it.
I tried.
He gives it a good shake while it's still in your mouth. And while he does this,
What?
it's you kind of hear him doing that thing that people do to chastise a dog. He's like, ah, ah, as he's beginning to pull the stick away.
Wait, what is a strength check? I want to just hold on to it, not like hold myself onto the
D12.
ground. I just don't want to let go of this.
You've got to be kidding me.
He's just like.
So
lifting
as you
the-
bite, all of you see this. All of you see as this dwarf picks up this kobold via the end of this stick and begins shaking it furiously like he's trying to sling something off of the end of it. Twig, he just harumphs
Wait.
and
no,
like
no, no, no,
lets
no.
go of the stick while you're in the air.
Oh no, I wanted to do something. You know those fire sticks that like Hawaiian people? I wanna see
Oh,
if I
like the
can set
spinning
Twig on-
dervish?
Yes! I wanted to see if I could set Twig on fire.
Wait a minute. I would like to retcon my previous statement. How fireproof are you, Twig?
No.
How
You
fireproof
fireproof?
do you think?
Go ahead
Oh my
and
God.
roll me a fire attack.
No!
Oh,
No.
it's a 5.
But it is a 5. So as you channel, you quit rolling my dice.
Yeah.
I did.
Can I
So-
roll it? Can I roll the wild magic?
Roll me a D10. Number 3. So Wendigo.
What's gonna happen in this room?
Wait, is that a storm? Wait, 3. I remember a 3.
3 is not a storm cloud. 5 is a storm cloud. But I'm using a completely new system for you, and I'll just change it. But because it's a 3, Wendigo, and as you channel the magic and you feel it coursing through your body out towards the end of your staff as it's about to cast, you notice that something's just a little off. Just a little wrong.
What's wrong?
Before you fill this room, this tiny blacksmith shop is filled with a swarm of hummingbird-sized mosquitoes.
Oh, good God. Twig's going to now let go of the stick and run out of the shop.
I would like
The
to follow
dwarf?
Twig.
The dwarf is like, well, this is some horse shit. I'm calling a rack stretch. As he turns to walk out of the door, the little dwarven girl who's his apprentice is screaming at the top of her lungs,
Ah, yes,
Oh,
because
no.
that
as she is
helps.
being pelted with these small golf ball sized mosquitoes.
What?
Everyone get out! Everyone get out!
Lilith, you being
Where
still
are
in the
we?
room,
What is happening?
Don't ask.
a lot happens.
Anarchy!
I
Anarchy
was
is
gone for
happening.
like 5 minutes.
Greatest outcome I could have foreseen.
As you bird mosquitoes like pressing their face against the glass sideways, watching as you close the door. And they seem to be like scuttling across the glass as you move around outside, looking for a
We'll
way
look at the
to get to you.
blacksmith.
That is
Oh,
I'm gonna be like,
no.
How mad would you be if I burned your house down?
They
You
don't-
hear
okay,
a
to be fair, to be fair, they didn't know I tried to set Twig on fire, so there's no reason to suspect I was trying to burn his house down to begin with.
This is true.
Wait, do they think I tried to cast the mosquitoes?
probably.
Yeah.
Yes.
He knows you had something to do with it. He doesn't know what, but he knows. He can look at a magic caster and know a magic caster had something to do with this.
I am sincerely sorry, sir. I merely wanted to make my friend into a glowing stick.
Right.
I'm not gonna
And
say flaming because I don't want
Don't
to
worry,
know
they'll-
I tried to set her on.
No, exit through the cave is fine.
That is true.
the cave that you said led from the city.
That's their problem.
Hey,
We're
they might
leaving.
have a mosquito problem now. It's fine. They might listen.
You
to
really-
us.
Wait.
It's
So are
fine.
they gonna be there permanently?
Yes.
These are now
Oh,
permanent fixture in the town of
House.
Salimba Oris.
So
They're just
somebody
a
who
room full of
opens up that
mosquitoes.
fucking
I feel
dwarven
bad
house-
for the next
I
group
can already
that comes
see
along
Proto
and
doing it
finds
now.
it.
No, Proto, I can already see it happening now. Just no, like Pudger or someone like that. You walk up to this house, Pudger's like, I want to open that door. You hear a loud buzzing as the door flies open, and you're pelted with thousands of golf ball-sized mosquitoes.
I'm in bird-sized mosquitoes.
I see you packing that over there. Yeah, nobody else would know what I was talking about. However,
But yes,
as you all make your way outside of his shop, he kind of shrugs his shoulders and he's like, well, at least I don't have to worry about anybody breaking in.
that is true. You're welcome, good Samaritan.
He puts both fingers to his mouth and does this weird chittering whistle.
Oh,
And you see an explosion. Quit it! Those are mine. I always get 3s and 2s anyway. Quit rolling my good ones. But you hear stompy ostrich feet pounding against the sand
Oh,
as
no.
2 rackstriches pull up with a small wagon attached to them. The first rackstrich, hey!
Wasn't me! My hands were literally down.
what do you mean?
My hands
A
were
shark.
not in my hands.
Wiggle, wiggle,
Oh,
wiggle.
that's a nice have you.
Not a
You
possum.
purr. Not a possum. I was called a possum. It was very offensive.
A kid walked up to it and was like, what kind of possum? He was
I know.
like dead, dead ass.
I
thought
saw
Frodo
in the
was a possum.
video. That's why I
Kind of
sent the clip
possum
of
are you?
Moxie being called a possum.
Not
From
a
Hell of a
possum.
Boss.
Possum.
Yes,
Not a
a
possum.
human called me a possum.
I'm gonna look
I am
Straight-
not a
Not
possum.
a possum.
straight into the blacksmith's
Alright,
eyes
so-
and just go,
I am not a possum.
You notice that the rackstrich is intent on those windows where the hummingbird mosquitoes have their face pressed against it.
can I
Uh-oh.
open one of the doors?
Oh my god.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Please don't. Don't do it.
Open
Don't
the
do it.
door and casually jump out of the way.
No.
Would any of you, kind souls, like to interrupt this action?
Nope.
Part of me wants to, but
Lilith
like,
was like,
I
no.
would like no. I would like to just sort of like tap Drakmir and just sort of point sort of gesture that that I'm just heading down like I'm heading out at least a good 20 feet away and just I'm gonna walk with Drakmir over and out
Oh,
of the
wait.
way.
That being said,
Ow.
as you open the
Yeah.
door, roll me an evasion.
There is no evasion.
Twig just stands there and takes it.
me as well.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an evasion.
No.
Why am I? Oh well. Sapphire
Lilith,
being Sapphire.
your turn. Evasion.
Evasion.
Don't you
10.
dare.
Black one?
D10.
I'm the only one, and that's just, I
Wendigo.
just didn't bother to get out the way.
I
Wendigo.
went. Don't you? Oh. Okay, I got a 9. Yay.
I just
I
stood
walked
there and took
away
it.
to avoid the evasion.
You watch as an ill-determined decision unfolds in front of you like a storybook play.
The Rex stretch wanted it. I need friends. They have to be my friend now. I gave them food.
As the Rackstritch is kind of dancing back and forth, you take witness to probably a questionable decision. As Twig scuttles over to the door and just opens it.
No.
A
It's the floor.
swarm, a tide, a downpouring of these hummingbird mosquitoes pours from this room. And for a moment, you all lose sight of Twig. Twig starts screaming. Come on, Twig.
I'm not screaming. I'm going to get screamed at.
You'll be fine.
I'm good.
We'll
Twig,
see.
you are picked up off of the ground. A few inches at first, but the Rackstritch, being a Rackstritch, sees that you are taking his food away and immediately intervenes. As fast as lightning, the Rackstritch darts his head into the swarm, grabs you and pulls you to the ground, and places one foot on top of you, and waits as he keeps eating all of the mosquitoes that swarm to get you. Every now and then he shifts foot and applies just a light amount of pressure before the swarm finally takes a hint and disperses. Both Rackstritch are kind of like leaned over looking at you, and they're chittering a little bit before one of them just kind of like pecks at your face.
I'm gonna boop its nose.
As you
Boop the snoot.
animal handling
Oh my god.
successful. As you boop
Successful
the
boop.
snoot, it barks almost like a dog and kind of stomps its feet in place before it turns to look at the big dwarf. The dwarf kind of watching this whole charade go down, and he was like, well, so much for my cheap security system.
Oh yeah.
Turns around and loads the cart with everything he carried. And the still like shaking uncontrollably dwarf's apprentice gets picked up and set gently in the back of the cart.
Picked up. Just grab, move.
And he heads down the hill towards Salimba Oris. As you get down there, you can see the cloud of insects is slowly chasing one individual or another individual before they all kind of shutter themselves inside. And all of you make it known that you have nothing to do with the giant bug cloud that's currently terrorizing Salimva Oris.
I did it!
Oh my god.
would like
Okay,
to
well,
muffle
hey,
Twig
at
with
least
my
we did. At least we didn't blow up a town.
I mean,
I mean,
they
we
have
blown
rack
up.
strix
Blown
like
it down.
everywhere here, so like they'll just all get eaten. It's not a big deal.
That is true. That is true.
Lilith,
I wonder where we're heading next.
with your magical perception, roll me a
Back to
d20.
Hollow Rock.
Oh.
So, you notice that there's new shiny stuff under the statue of Victor.
Ooh.
No.
No,
What kind of
God.
shiny stuff?
Well, some of the shiny stuff looks like big plates, a few goblets, and a very large knife. It's very ornate.
I mean,
They having
you
a
know what we're gonna
sacrifice?
do next.
No, they're just putting more offerings up for Victosh.
Oh, perfect. Wait.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Please, Lucy,
You're
don't.
pushing your luck, Scoob.
The main quest of this fucking campaign is making sure we don't all get arrested.
Yeah,
Fine,
it really
it'll be
is.
fine.
No.
Everybody roll me a
Or you know,
slavery
we
or
could
making
rat
potions.
Lilith out and be like, she's the one who stole it, and then she gets arrested and we can walk away.
I mean,
Anyway,
Yeah.
let me
the
steal
problem
all
is
of it
we'll
back
lose
up into
our-
the cave.
We'll lose our.
Roll me-
access.
Ah, damn it. I knew she was gonna do that.
Roll me a
We all knew I
d20.
was gonna do that.
I'm going to try to stop her.
So,
Stop
with your little
No.
grabby hands,
I
Lilith,
refuse to allow.
No.
Twig, as you jump on Lilith's back and you begin pulling her hair, like, just, no! You can't have
The
it!
guy and tell.
Don't
So
fuck
do we
with
have
the
the?
cave.
So what do we do with the daughter? Do we have to tell
Uh,
the guy that his daughter is fine?
The guy in question is currently in his house, and you do know where his house is. It's not far from the statue of Victor.
While these two goobers are doing that, can I go talk to the guy?
Yes,
I want to go lecture him on his stupidity again. Can I follow?
you can follow. So, we're gonna come back to you two in just a moment. Y'all hang tight. This is great. Smojan,
Feel
and
about
you
it.
are Wendigo,
Stop
you and
trying
Sapphire
to steal.
make your
Split
way
the
over
money.
No.
to this guy's house, and he sees you approach and sees his daughter in the back of the Rackstitch wagon. And he runs out cautiously looking for the hummingbird mosquitoes.
Those poor,
But as
these poor people.
he walks out, he kind of takes notice that the mosquitoes seem to be being eaten by the Rackstitch, so he's a little bit braver now. And as he approaches you guys, he says, "Thank you. I didn't think I would see my daughter again."
She wasn't even in the
No
cave.
problem. It was
she
all
wasn't
of a
even-
good day's work.
She wasn't even in the cave though.
That's perfectly fine. Also,
What
steal.
can I offer you
No.
It's fun though. It's
in
fun,
exchange for your great
No.
services?
It's dangerous. You're gonna get
asked this
killed.
man
Like,
yet.
what's his
Wait,
name?
No, I haven't asked this man
When he
yet.
walked
fun,
into a
though.
fucking
I asked for
guards
information.
building.
Any
I
information.
already almost got arrested.
No.
by
Oh,
that
I know who you're
table.
talking
It's
about.
not that bad.
I asked
Oh
for
no,
What
someone
information
in
can I
our
give?
campaign walked into
You are
a
an unknown,
garrison
correct? Or at least
full of
partial.
guards
I know who you're talking
while
about.
being chased from guards
Yes.
Say that one more time, Smojan.
and talked
You
his
are a
way out of
gnome,
it.
Or at least partial.
What?
Correct?
Okay.
Yes.
Do you happen to know the whereabouts of a person by the name of Smojan? Don't ask.
Not particularly that one, but I do know a place in the Vasa ranges where there's a small gnome settlement. I say settlement, but that is a very generous term. It is less than 5 people there. A strange cat.
Oh,
Wendigo kind of like perks his ears up a bit, you know, a slight sign of excitement, you know. And he takes a second to think, and he pats this man on the shoulder and says, "Thank you." And looks at Sapphire and said, "Let's get the fuck out of here. This place is boring."
And you, Sapphire, O wise artificer and tinkerer of things, what can I offer you?
And I request knowledge.
If I have it to give, then I shall give it.
I request the whereabouts of any surge conduits. The little gems that allows you to manipulate nearby objects with magic.
I know a few stones like that. We have electrum, but as far as a surge conduit, you might have to do a little more exploring in the upper reaches, such as Windspire Peak.
Thank you.
Of course, and of your other 2 members of the party. And as he turns and looks out the window and he sees that this kobold is currently riding across Lilith like a jockey, just pulling hair and trying to bite at everything. He's like, But now we come to you. So y'all have been at it for a minute. You can see at this point, Lilith, you're on the ground crawling, pulling everything you have towards the statue. You can hear the voice in your head say, "It will be mine. It will be mine. I will own
My
it."
character in Klepto?
Yes.
No.
You're a
Yes.
klepto.
You're
a
a
klepto, Lucy. It's not even your character.
But Lilith,
you.
roll me
You.
kleptomania is where
Kleptomania.
you have to steal.
You feel the necessary.
It's an urge.
I want to get Atlas to
It's
steal the
also a
dagger for me while I
sign of
hold that twig.
cyberpsychosis.
I will crush
Alright,
your spider.
roll for
I will smash it.
No!
I'll kill it. Don't test me.
I will throw you.
I'll kill your spider. It's a tiny bug. I can squash it.
Oh gosh.
How dare you?
He can bring the items back to you, but you can't flip with me on top of you the way I am.
I like to think that this is a conversation happening between Twig and Lilith right now.
I smash your spooter. It'll die.
No!
Yes.
I smash
Lilith. What's your course of action? So you're sending Atlas out. Atlas
I'm
is
sending him
fast
out.
as shit.
Yes, perfect. I need him to grab the dagger, run, and hide so I can go get him later when I've dealt with Twig.
I'm gonna smash the
Roll
spooter.
me a d20 twice for Atlas. So Atlas runs over to the pile faster than anybody can see. He's over there dancing. He takes his front 2 little legs and he grabs like the big jeweled pommel of this knife. And he's trying his hardest to lift it. And he looks at you for inspiration while you're fighting, and you make eye contact. What do you say?
You do it, I'll give you a big meal. All you can eat. What the hell
With
did they
that,
eat anyway?
roll me a d20. And I'm gonna roll a d20 too.
Oh no.
Yes!
So 9. So, he takes heart from this. He hears the words, big meal, and if you can do this, I'll be proud. And these are all the thoughts that go through this spider's head. And he buckles down, and you can hear it. this tiny little chirping groan, the little eee, as he grabs the sword, and he slowly begins dragging it away, and you can hear him every pull. He's like ee, pulling it behind a building, and you see one little leg wave out and then tuck back in. Twig, having seen the offering be absconded with, you are in the position to inflict punishment. What do you do, Twig?
Sorry.
Back.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say, are we out? We're looking at these two,
Yes.
right?
Yes, you're seeing this occur.
Me and
So we
Sayer
would have
was-
seen the spider drag the knife off.
Yeah.
Hey, for all
Yes.
that guy knows, that was just a random spider, okay? He doesn't
No.
have anything to do with it.
That was just a random spider.
I want to go inspect that knife.
a random, very
Wow.
brightly colored spider that came out of Lucy's off the top of Lucy's head and happened to just grab the pommel.
Roll
just so
me
happened
a
to do that.
d20 for your BAP. You get to roll twice. Because you're gonna do a double BAP. Oh, and it's matching.
What?
So here's what happens.
Magic map.
Hey, you got a great motivational speech for Atlas. Atlas was like,
You rolled 4
Learning the
times and
thieves'
still
gift.
failed.
Atlas is over there like, he's like, I'll be a part of the Thieves Guild when I grow up. Little does he know he can't get any bigger. But he's like, I'll be part of the Thieves Guild.
Yes.
The double BAP.
That's so disrespectful.
You're the one being
Does
disrespectful.
emotion- It does
Oh, no.
emotional
You're
damage.
stealing from a dragon's
I'm not
hoard. That's
stealing,
disrespectful. You are stealing.
Borrowing.
You're stealing. You don't plan to return it. That's stealing. You're
I
the one being
could
disrespectful.
eventually.
Economy, honestly.
Just wait,
Honestly.
it gets better. Sapphire, you've witnessed the devastation, emotional blow
this.
of the double BAP.
I'm not.
Sapphire,
So astronomical.
as you walk over to this knife, you see Atlas sees you approach, and he kind of shrinks in on himself, and then he tries to make himself look as big as possible, and there's this like little sound coming from him, like he's trying to scare you away. Beat a 10.
You mean a hiss? The spider's hiss.
Bro got scared by a spooter.
You hesitate for a moment, but
You
then
got
realize
backed by
it is a
kobold that's
spider.
probably half your size.
I'm
Don't
not
even.
scared of a spider. I find it cute.
No.
And you reach down and you pick up this ornate dagger. Roll me a perception check on it. The blade itself is cheaply made. The jewels in it are very common and some of them are cracked and fractured. Overall, this looks expensive from a distance. However, this is also probably somebody's first attempt at, bladesmithing.
Oh, this
The
is all
child
for
made it.
nothing.
They're all priceless
Oh, the child
items.
made it. Yes, that
Child
is a child's
priceless.
first attempt. The child made it.
All
This
the
is now
items
s-
are
this is now-
priceless to each person. They're just putting items out there that mean a lot to them. Yes. It's
God
fine.
damn
That's why I said stop stealing, damn
Overall-
it!
No.
This
Can I
this item.
Can I return the knife to the altar?
Atlas has something to say about that. As you reach down to like fully take it from him, you have it, but he runs up, climbing up the side of your arm or up the side of your leg, and spinning in circles around your torso before he crawls down on your arm, and you see him waving his front legs at you like this.
Just
He's
It's not ours,
actively
bud.
discouraging you.
You're gonna steal from an innocent little spider that's done nothing wrong?
That's stole
Oh.
already.
Don't try and. Don't try and.
So
fucking-
Atlas, what is it like? Would it be like a bound state, or?
No, you're not bound. He's just on your arm, like desperately waving, like, no, put it down. I stole this.
I stole this.
You were talked into it by Lilith to steal it. It's not ours.
You
We
can't
can't
have it.
He
steal
takes
it.
he takes one leg and he scratches under where you expect a chin would be if he had a chin. And then he's like, kind of shifts his body side to side in the negative. He crosses his front forelimbs over him and he sits down.
He's trying to say no.
That an attitude? Does he have an attitude?
He has an attitude with
I
you.
love this guy.
I wish to
fucking
scold.
love
I wish to. I wish to
Damn it, you moved.
scold
Scold
this
him.
spider for doing bad. For doing something bad.
Scold the spider. I'ma punch you.
I mean, when it like.
You're the one getting bapped.
Roll me a d20 for chastisement.
I'll bap you
That's a
again.
new one. I've never had.
Yes.
Well,
I was just surrounded.
he hears
before.
all the words you're saying, and he nods at all the appropriate times. And when you finally bring up the question, so can I put this back? He goes,
Put it back anyways.
Aleph, if he moves, bite him in the nuts.
I'm gonna
Put him in
bap.
a little
I'm
brick.
bapping Lilith again.
Can I? You know when you have a pet, a small pet, how you put him in a box? Can I put him in a bubble? Can I put him in a bubble?
yes,
Put him in a bubble.
you can't.
Don't you have a heaven bag?
No.
Oh, I rolled.
He has an
Oh,
Gotta
you know
fix
what
her.
time it is, right?
That's what.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I know. It's just.
I
What
got an
call it.
8.
I'm saying I know the heaven bag has.
It's an 8
So-
for it.
Storing things. It's in the bag of holding.
What monstrosity have I unleashed?
Mhm.
Unknowingly unleashed.
I don't,
Exponential
I just know that
growth.
They're basically.
Oh,
an
God.
Oh God, how big am I gonna
pocket
get?
dimension you can push
What if
it
it's not
into.
you
It's
though?
not you.
I'm pretty sure it's just like.
Who's spider?
Just like, sort of
Wait,
infinite
did you just make
area,
Atlas
or,
huge?
like a null area
No,
where
it
everything
is wild magic only affects the user.
everything
not
and
true.
is everywhere and nowhere.
Not here, it's
So
not.
basically, like,
However,
That
Yeah.
is a lie.
However, here's what happens. As you channel this containment bubble, you
Sorry,
kind of misstep on your cantrip for it.
Oh.
And as it casts, nothing happens except the weight on your arm drastically increases, but the size of the creature does not.
Oh, so
Atlas
it just
now
basically
weighs-
increased to Atlas's weight.
Okay.
Atlas is now about 50 pounds.
What?
Oh my god. You made Atlas
You know
Just
what? I haven't
damn.
learned.
dense
Let's do it
ass
again.
spider.
Another bubble.
Just put him on Lilith's.
Bubble!
Just put him on Lilith's
Another
head, and then
bubble.
she
Oh,
can
yeah,
no longer go
do that.
anywhere.
Yes, can I take him over the Lilith?
Just put him
You
on.
can.
I want to do that and I want to put the spider on Lilith.
Try and move now. Your own spider is
You
being used
hear-
against you.
You hear Atlas growling and kind of chittering in protest before he is sat down upon the top of your head. However, being the crafty little spider that he is, he refuses to let go of the knife. His little grabby legs are still attached to the hilt.
Only his legs.
Only his legs.
What? Why?
Rip him off. No, I'm kidding. Give him a little flick.
Y'all realize he's necromancer, right? So if you rip it off, technically, They're still just
That's
gonna be
not-
doing their own thing.
But that's not gonna hold the
Yeah,
knife
but they won't
down.
It won't.
You hurt
I-
my spider. I,
I
will
wish.
stab you.
Can I cast? Can I
It's
just?
dead
Can I?
anyways.
Can I put them all to
No.
sleep?
Oh,
Yes, you can roll a sleep spell.
Oh shit.
Let's go.
resist. God damn
I'm out too.
Wendigo, do you feel sleepy?
No, I'm not. I'm only casting it on those two. These two.
Well,
We gotta hit the spider too.
And the spider. And
I was
the
gonna
spider.
Damn
And
it.
the spider.
it. Does the spider
all
resist?
three of
Sorry,
them. Twig.
I will roll for the spider.
Oh
Yes.
my god. The spider might as well just.
I was almost done with this.
Wait, if the spider
However-
weighs more, is he also stronger?
No, that's not how that
Hold
works.
on,
I am not done
Oh,
Oh
with
no,
it.
and I also got a roll because I went low again.
you did. You do have
I'm
to roll
actually
low.
Seven.
laying down on my
Seven.
bed to do this
7
now.
is going to be unexpected rain.
Oh god.
Oh yeah. I thought that
We're
was-
passed
wait, I
out
thought-
and getting
I thought that
soaking
was
wet
5.
now.
I thought it was 5. Was rain.
No, this is a whole new sheet. Whole new
Oh.
sheet. So unexpected rain does
You
only
have a new
affect
sheet now?
you.
Oh god.
Yeah, if I keep using your sheet, they'll know everything.
You should.
However-
Oh, I was gonna say you could use it from both sheets. Mix and match.
I could do that.
You could.
I mean,
you
technically,
could combine
I've
them
already
both.
got 2 sheets.
Like, let's say you have chicken and rain. You could make it rain chickens from portals.
No.
He can already do that with the angry chicken dimension.
Yes.
Alright.
I fucking
But
love
what
that
does this rain do?
Unexpected rain forms a no-cloud pool of water that slowly drips on you, as if it was raining lightly.
Mhm.
You just have this bubble of water above your head, slowly dripping water upon you.
That's not terrible. Could have been worse. But now you gotta deal with the
So, alright. Can I try again? Can I try again casting sleep on the spider?
You're wanting to push the boundaries for wild magic
Yeah.
today. Go ahead. A 19. Holy shit. Okay, so as you are like, I said go to sleep, and you point at the spider, it raises its hands up in surrender, and then it starts kind of just shifting side to side before rolling off of the top of Lilith's head and falling over
all
asleep in the dirt.
All 3 of them are
All 3 are knocked out. That
Wait,
being
am I
said,
Or disable your hair.
To now return this knife to the
Wait,
to the
I was
altar.
knocked out as well?
You bastard.
No.
you're not
me,
knocked out.
Lucy and
Okay.
Atlas.
I would
That
like to-
being
may I
said-
do something?
Yes.
I would like saying
God.
or stuff. Listen, I'm sorry. It's a very nice mask, but I'm busy.
Stand
I-
still.
So Sane is like sort of
I
in
told
front
you.
of them as well.
Not done with
I would like to walk
trying to listen.
next to Sane and sort of just say like, we don't get paid enough for this shit.
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Don't get paid, period.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I look at him.
You
sad,
The
like
dwarf-
to spend it
The
all on
fuck you mean?
alcohol.
I've been fine.
You two, you like to steal, and you like to cause chaos.
I don't like
It's
to
me-
steal.
no, no,
I
no,
like
no,
to
no.
make a
No, 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 no.
profit. There's a
Me and-
difference.
You're not gonna
Bullshit.
profit off of this stuff.
What do you mean you don't get paid enough for this shit? I have been fine. I've been doing decent. The only time I've been fucked up is whenever I accidentally almost murdered. I accidentally almost murdered Twig and got captured once. I've been fine.
Smudgeon, I will pay you to take my side on these kinds of things, okay?
You
No,
can't. You're asleep.
I'm not siding with the
Hey, no
kleptomaniac.
meta payments.
Come on.
The only sane person in this fucking party decides when to go is Sapphire.
No.
Excuse me,
And
I'm
Drac-
here.
You're not in the
Yeah,
party.
Can I
Not
get?
sane.
Can I get
You're
a
not in party.
permanent +2 to
Aw.
all of my sleep spells?
No.
Aw.
Not
So-
yet,
Okay,
but in the
Okay, 'cause
future.
I will get proficient in casting that enough that I will get a +2 in that.
It's beautiful.
You're being too rim, but
Mwah.
you're stealing
Thank
sleep.
you.
Mm.
It's awful. What the hell are you talking about?
I like it. I actually kind of like it. Not gonna lie.
So,
Alright.
the burly blacksmith dwarf,
Gotta raise your head up. But there you
with
go.
his hands on his hips and one hand on the top of his
'Cause I'm
little
also
forge
chasing
hammer,
horns.
watches all of this go down. And he walks over and kind of sighs, and he grabs Lilith and Twig by the scruff of their cloaks, picks both of you up,
Sit down.
throws you in the back of the Rackstitch wagon. The Rackstitch turns to look at you, Twig, and once again leans down and begins chittering at you, displeased that you're not awake.
I made friend.
Wormy, however, resisted all of this sleep spell. And
I didn't
Wormy
even
just
try
kinda
rolling
wiggling-
for him.
I kind of forgot Wormy was here. I didn't think.
too.
I didn't.
Wait!
I forgot.
I just realized if I was touching Lilith, is Lilith okay? I've had a jellyfish on my finger this entire time.
Ah!
Yeah.
Shit. I
Oh,
completely
Lilith.
forgot.
Bastard.
I forgot he was there.
Lilith, roll me a d20.
Roll for stinging.
Oh
I'm
god.
using a
Okay.
camera
You've
How many
not been
times?
with my
stung.
character.
You've not been stung.
I'm
You're still
sorry.
unconscious.
You actually missed that last session while we were fucking around in the cave. I picked this little
No, I
wormy
remember.
thing up.
You stole like a worm
Hey,
from some glowing
Proto.
cave
Yeah,
that was
well,
all
you had
jellyfish.
went AFK
I'm
when they
stepping away for a
explained
second,
that
I'm
it's a
going to the bathroom.
jellyfish that I picked up and somehow didn't get stung by it, even though it was trying to sting me when I picked it up. The orange glowy glow means that it's trying to sting you, and I somehow managed to be fine.
What? Okay.
I keep forgetting that I have them, though. Okay. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. With that, he kind of says, "Well, I'm headed towards Hollow Rock. If you lot want to take a ride, I'm taking these
Oh,
two back
God.
with me."
Well, that was where
Oh
we
no!
was getting
I think I
anyways.
found the limit of the pins.
Oh,
I think I actually
yeah.
found the limit of the pin, so it's deleting the front.
Oof. Aw, it's okay.
Ah.
As the
bullshit.
rock stitches begin carrying the lot of you back to Hollow Rock,
Mhm.
Sapphire, Twig,
It's
Atlas,
gone.
and you, Lilith, all wake up at the same time, and Wormy's just kind of dancing there, flashing gentle green colors.
What does the green mean? Oh god.
Green is good. Green is good.
What are you?
Green is
We
good.
use these glowworms as a makeshift traffic light. We should make a traffic system. That's how we're gonna pioneer an
Oh my
economic
God.
raise. We're gonna make a traffic system.
There's not enough traffic in Hollow Rock for a traffic light. Maybe a stop sign.
We'll make more.
Maybe a stop sign.
No.
But as
not
you
even- What about like
enter-
big cities? What about big cities? What about big cities? What about like big elven cities and shit? Nah, no. I'm gonna be rich. All right, I'm gonna be the pioneer of traffic lights in this world. You watch. You just watch. Anytime.
And
we
how
have,
are you
like,
going
good
to
times,
train them what color to be in at what time?
I'll just use you.
Proto.
I'll just ask you.
How am
Yeah,
I
but it's
supposed to
super
train them to do that? I don't tell him what color to be in at what
What
time.
is your idea?
He just is.
No. Wait. Does it eat? Does it eat?
I was about to say there's no such thing.
I don't
as
know, I
eating
haven't tried
more
feeding
food
it whenever-
D&D. But then I'm like, wait a minute.
Well, oh no, we could like give it
I'm an
more
artificer.
food. Wait.
I mean, it's a
how can we do that?
jellyfish. Jellyfish
Dear
do.
God.
Alright, so like, let's
Have
say
you
we
seen the
train
show
it
called
whenever it sees a
Slugterra?
wagon and it sees like multiple
No,
wagons
but I want
going in
to.
cross directions, it
Oh,
goes
God damn
red.
it! You need to, because they have
And
these
then we
rideable
train it
mechs
whenever, like, to go green
that are in the shape
partially,
of
or to
animals, and they
tell
can
it spread to go.
transform into
Nah, I have,
vehicles.
my brain is dying. I want this to work
I'm
so
gonna have
bad.
to watch that.
We're gonna
I
employ an
need to.
NPC to find up a
But
bullshit
yeah,
excuse for
you're an
this.
artificer. This is entirely something you can do after the Gilgamesh arc, because after
Then
the
I have
Gilgamesh arc,
another stupid thing.
yeah.
Where did Delic go?
Being able to turn into a suit of armor.
Oh,
I'm back.
I might work with you on that, because I have a cool idea that you could implement as an artificer. We'll bounce our heads together and see what happens.
What has happened?
oh, I don't know.
So
We were talking
after
about random
loading all
shit.
of you up,
Oh, nothing.
he was taking you back to Hollow Rock. Where's Durnaban?
In the chest.
I don't know. I can't see anything over in the chest except for the characters. Where did everything go?
Here's this one.
Oh, the other brother's
Where's
in the other
Vixen?
room. Vixen? Is Vixen not in there?
I don't. No, I don't see any
No.
of like the building tiles at all.
Yeah, no. None of that shit's in there. They must have moved it.
I hit it all.
Fair
So,
enough. Lucy
as
liked
you
to play
enter-
around with that shit a lot, so we tend to have to hide it.
What? No.
Uh-huh.
Alright, continue, Frodo.
Why?
I'm gonna
As
go
you
get the brother real
enter,
quick.
Do this to me?
Durnavan
Oh wait, never mind. I'll go get
rushes out to
Or-
greet you.
Clunk.
Yeah, you won't need Oof and Ow. They're fine.
Look what I got!
Durnavan. He looks at you, looks at the jellyfish, takes a small half step back, and he's like, "Yes, quite. Look at what you've got. Thought those were all dead or very far, far north in those caves. Hmm. Hmm." He turns to look at all of you and he's like, "So, I see you brought the blacksmith." And after they exchange pleasantries, Durnavan turns to look at you all. And he's like, "So Veldheim needs investigating. I know you all heard it. All of us heard it. Meg has had a fit. There are more wards around this town now than there have been since the war was."
Delic, what happened in Veldheim?
That's the one we blew up.
That's the one we blew up. You blew up.
Oh.
You backflipped.
Let's just
into the
deny
sewer.
all everything.
Well, the issue
Plead
the
is
fifth.
because of Gilgamesh.
She knows you were there.
Because of Gilgamesh, like, well, I
Ow.
wouldn't say it's completely because of Gilgamesh. There's now a parade and band of around 15 or so.
That
paladins
is because
that
of
could be-
Gilgamesh.
21.
Well, it was partially Wendigo, because he did kind of just send them. It's like, yeah, go investigate.
But what I'm saying is
But-
Gilgamesh is sending his minions out to attack people. Yes.
Yeah, so that's
Uh-huh.
definitely a concern.
Yes, that
yeah, if
is
you
the
haven't caught on by now, the
undead
reason
that
you
y'all
guys fought those
fought.
paladins is because of me. Because of me.
Yeah, I have a feeling that Ellie would be very angry if she knew that.
That's why Wendigo doesn't know. Wendigo doesn't know.
Yeah, our group hasn't
So-
found that they're dead yet.
Yeah.
With all of this,
You come with.
Durnavan says, "No, I do not."
Yes!
He thinks for a moment, looks around, sees the 4 children, looks behind him as if he can see the entrance of the cave where there's two other young wyverns.
Oh God.
And he's like, I don't think so.
Yes.
There is a lot in this area that must be protected. However, I am willing to offer a very substantial reward. And he pulls out this chest, and it is filled with these glowing blue crystals, and there's a good bit of gold in it. He's like, y'all go take a look and tell me what you see. And he looks at you, Sapphire, and he says, these are containment crystals.
I knew it. I knew what they
Containment crystals?
It's like a Pokeball.
Containment crystals.
were.
Containment crystals.
Yeah, it's just like a
Lucy
Pokeball.
knows.
So I could
He's like,
pulling things in there, right?
Do they
Is
work
there
on other
stuff
large
in it?
yes.
Or are they empty?
In a weakened state. These are empty.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
In.
Ah.
Interesting.
Whoa,
Dude, he kind of
whoa.
hears
Kind
this
of.
and he's like,
No.
wait. Once something goes in this, it does not come back out.
Huh?
Unless broken.
This is a very serious thing because I am not
So it's-
entirely sure what has happened. I don't know what Gilgamesh is, but it's strong enough to broadcast psionics all the way here from Veldheim. And who knows how far else. So far, through a little bit of scouting of my own, I've seen nothing coming this way. But I need to know what is happening in that city.
Yeah.
About it, gang?
Honestly, anyone would
You're
probably,
not supposed to eat
besides the
fixin'.
other group, would probably just die.
You don't eat the
feel
mimic.
like it might,
Try to eat me?
given that we were there and
I
we do
put
know
it
at
on
least
your
somewhat,
nose to
we
sit
do know somewhat
there.
the layout of at least the ruins because we have seen it before, and we might know where the problem originated, which it might be from that underground
Bad.
place. We not much more people that are fit for it for going back to Velda.
Twiggy's gonna start walking in that direction.
Hold up.
We
Hold up.
have
Before we
the,
go there, could we take a little detour?
we have my friends, you know, my
Wendigo
cockatrice.
has learned some very
Type
valuable
things.
information of where
Hopefully
a
that saves your
specific
ass.
person he's trying to find maybe so ye. If you guys don't
You
mind.
do have...
Is that place at least in somewhat the direction of Veldheim?
Hold on, let me draw it out. So, here's what it looks like. You have HR. This is Hollow Rock. This way, you have Veldheim. This way, you have the Vasa Ranges.
The mountains. Oh. Fuck.
Then this way, you have Vasa et Dwai.
Somewhere
Let's just put Vasa
between there.
Dwai.
It
And
might.
then up here is Salim Vaors.
What are the chances that Gilgamesh is still hanging around in Veldheim?
Slim to none.
What are the chances that he's...
I mean, if they're
That
still
is true, but
calling.
there's still going to be remnant energy. There's still going to be remnant energy from it. At least some there's going to be something left over that he's going to leave.
If he's
something
still
most likely
calling
for us
his
to fight.
minions to that location, then he's still in the area.
Proto, how would you
Then-
describe Gilgamesh as?
A demon. or a
Oh,
devil.
right,
we don't Underlord.
know.
I
An
need more
underlord.
than that.
An underlord.
An underlord?
An
That's-
underlord
Think of
who
a
is
god of the underworld.
Yeah, basically think of God, but not good.
A demon.
I don't. In all honesty,
Yeah, but demons aren't
I
as
don't
strong
think
as a
it's-
god.
I'll
I
try
don't
to
think
draw
it's
'em.
good
Okay,
for us to like go to Valdeheim
A god for the beneath.
at this
A deadly
moment.
sin. There.
I don't think
deadly
it's
sin.
at least given how
Yeah.
little prepared and how little gear and ability our party.
We're
has,
not going to fight
meet-
him though. We're just going to scout.
But the thing is that could turn into some sort of altercation. That's what
I'll do a
I'm
backflip
worried
off him.
about.
Wait.
That's
We'll
what-
end up-
with
fucking
these-
backflip off his head.
with
if
this
we-
goofball that
I will
altercation could turn
try. Don't
deadly.
tempt me.
If we end up fighting, it's going to be against his minions, not against him. We're not going to be facing him
That's
this early
true.
on.
Then again, your party had a fucking hell of a time fighting his minions.
I'll be
We
right
We
back.
also
Just
were
start
already in
dragging
a
other
fight
people.
literally moments before it had happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Jesus.
It's
So
it's
Dwelled
up
in
to you
Barden
guys,
is the
honestly.
furthest.
I'm
What
indifferent
are you
about
trying
it.
now?
The
I'm
entire
indifferent
map.
about I'm indifferent about where we could go at the moment, but I'm
I think it's
Also,
more.
you drew this up
cautious.
away
I'll be
from the
as
flatness
cautious
of
as
everything else.
Fuck it, I vote yes. Let's go to
What the
Valdeheim.
fuck is in the sky?
To the coastline.
A God's world.
Wait, is that wait, Proto, is
He
that
was
what I think
about
it
to
is?
draw something.
Proto,
It's
is that what I
close,
think?
but
He's
not what
trying-
you're looking for.
No, but is that arrow off what I think it is? Not something to do
Not this
with
one.
Another. Oh, no, because
But what you're looking for is in this area.
I know. It was implied that it was in this area. Is it in the direction though, to where we can make a
Nom, nom,
hit
nom,
stuff?
nom, nom, nom.
This is Veldeheim. This is where you are currently. This is Vasa Sol, Vasaloon mountain ranges, the Vasa mountain ranges, and Wildspire Peak is way beyond that. And there's fun little surprises out there for all of you. So
Werewolves.
if you there's more. I learned a whole bunch of new things. It is going to be good.
Where did
Let's go.
Where
to
did
Valdeheim.
Vexen go? I just let go and she just disappeared.
She
Where the fuck-
disapproved. So we
Someone
have
grab
one
the
vote for Veldeheim.
There it is.
You want to go to
Veldeheim.
How
Veldeheim?
did it get there?
I
Valdeheim.
said I'm gonna start walking.
I'll follow.
I'm kind of curious about what's all up north, about up in the mountain range up north.
It's something.
Maybe
We'll
there's
end
stuff
up
up there I
venturing
need.
out into that direction, but also currently this is the most
out of the way.
what is the word?
Important.
Urgent.
Straightforward.
Yeah.
It's the most
Alright.
straightforward and urgent task that needs to be dealt with first. And if
There
you're wondering
are-
about why I wanted to go to mountains first, why I want to go to mountains.
We
is
did
something to do
complete
with,
the
weather.
treaty, right?
The treaty has been completed,
And
and
added on
Okay.
to.
that this
Yeah.
news has been brought to Hollow Rock. Durnavan kind of claps his hands together and it says, well, if there's anything that's been beneficial out of these last few weeks, I can tell you that there should not be any more wars between. And he pulls out a scroll from his pocket that's been stamped with Murphy's signet ring. And he's like, there should not be any more wars between the dwarves, the elves, the humans, and somehow the Feywilds have managed to sign it, but I can't for the life of me read what his name is. As he rolls his back up, he's like, would you like to take a gander at it and see what you can find out? He
Yes.
hands you the piece of paper. Roll me a perception check. You are so lucky I thought of a 10. As you read it, you know the name.
Just goes no.
But when you go to speak it, it feels like you've just been hit with lightning. You take no damage, but you know it mentally.
Is it Voldemort? He who shall not be named.
No.
Oh, I forgot his name.
Honestly,
It's a fae,
yes.
so they don't like their name being spoken or even known
Yes,
for that
in
matter.
The Feywilds, yeah, in the Feywilds, I think names are a lot like power, or a
Yeah,
lot like
even-
currency or something like that.
Not
To
currency,
summon a,
basically, it's like you can
doesn't it
easily
to summon
be...
a fae, you need to know its name.
Not even just that, but also, like, if a fae were to know your name, they can easily curse you, or just about anything. Like, they have
Control
power
you,
over you.
curse you, turn you into a fish.
Oh.
You have that
So you
same
can
sort of power over them when
Mm.
you have their name.
No one knows my character's name. Thank God. Then again, I don't know. Well, Floof, you did bring up a good point of how someone or how my name could be revealed, but no way in hell that Rev's name is going to be spoken unless that happens. What you had texted me about.
Yeah. Oh, I gave him an alternative for a way to communicate through Kalar.
Oh, that's good.
Since Kalar has the
Oh.
ability to communicate through minds.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of forgot about that.
It's not that like
although
you can't like
although
think.
I'm pretty sure Kalar is kind of preoccupied.
He's basically been told bad boy. But he'll get over it.
What you wanna do? What you
So-
Back up
Where is
into-
Lucy?
Yeah, we kind of need her.
She crashed.
Yeah, but
Bad
why is
boys.
she not
She said
back
something
yet?
about
What you
leaving.
gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna
Oops.
do?
Did she?
Gonna do
I didn't
when
make
they
another
come
one.
for
Oh.
you?
Well, that might have just been like session.
We could stuff her in the bag.
Yeah, we could.
You can stuff her in the bag.
I'd just like to say,
While we
is
wait for
I
her.
assume Lucy's just like mentally zoning out in game, like she's just sort of zoning out, thinking about stealing shit. I'm like, and I'd like to slowly grab Delic's bag and just
No,
quickly
she's going
put
through a
it over
midlife
her head.
crisis from being bapped.
put it over her head, just like slowly, and then pick it up and hand
She's
it back
going
to
through a
Sapphire.
midlife crisis from being bapped.
Or a mental breakdown,
Emotional
sorry.
damage.
Oh, damage.
Yeah.
100
I would like to do.
emotional damage. You are now in the down state. You must
are now
make
in
a save and roll.
You are now in the depressed state.
I have
You are in
succeeded
this-
all 3 of my save and rolls. I am back to 1 HP. You take emotional damage. Huh?
Y'all gonna get us canceled.
No,
How?
that's a meme.
She's on her way back.
What? Oh.
That's,
Okay.
Have
Okay,
you
but
not
she's
seen
still
the
in the
meme?
bag. She's still in the bag. We'll just like.
His
she'll just,
name
like,
is Uncle
yell from inside
Roger.
the bag.
I know the
Uncle
meme.
Roger, yes. Wait, no. What the fuck? No, not Uncle Roger.
But what's
Huh?
gonna
No, that's Rice
Coca
Cooker.
Rice.
Y'all are
No, that's
essentially-
Hiya. Hiya, no, that's Hiya and Fuyo, you fucking uncultured swine.
Well,
He's like,
mocking
Wow.
think
a,
about your sad life.
I can't think of what it's called.
Why do the ones you love always leave you? And then the rice stink cooker goes off. He's like, hiya!
Accent. That's what I was trying to think of.
the rice is done.
Accent.
Stephen
So?
He. That's the name of the guy, Stephen He.
That motherfucker
We don't
is
really
funny.
have enough followers for it to be really a problem either way, though.
Yeah.
Worst comes
And
to worst,
D&D
we
is
just make it a
very
private
niche.
channel.
D&D is just a
Yeah.
very niche thing, especially D&D VR chat. But yes, that's
Alright. With that, as you scoop up Atlas, who is still quite heavy, and where's the marker?
Can we dispel Atlas's heaviness?
Huh?
Can I
Oh,
try
yeah,
and
you
dispel
can.
the heavy?
Bunk.
Dispel magic. Oh, god damn it.
God,
With a
I keep
wave of
spawning
your
fucking
hand,
fixins by accident.
you push the magic
Small attack
away from
flag.
Atlas.
Upper
And you
accent,
can
wrong,
see
whatever.
him, like, where
Close
he
enough.
was holding his body low to the ground. Suddenly, he just kind of shoots straight up as the weight was removed from him, and he wasn't quite expecting it.
Can I catch him in my hand?
You can.
Like a
As
little
you
flopper.
catch him, he kind of, like, flips midair and, like, grabs you with his little grabby leg things, and he scuttles up to your shoulder. And it seems that Atlas is almost purring, a little chittering purr, now that he's not a
Ooh,
lowrider
what?
anymore.
It is my spider now.
What? The fuck?
You hear a small voice chime against you in the back of your head before a large, somewhat painful bite is taken out of one of your ears. It's not ripped off or anything, but it is clamped down upon. As a small wyvern lets their displeasure be known with a snort.
Wait,
You
I'd
pissed
like to
off your fucking baby!
Can I like to
wait, what
apologize
happened? Wait, no, I was zoning
this
out. What
piece.
happened?
Delik was claiming Atlas as his, and his wyvern got pissed off about that.
You cannot have my spider.
Oh no, you fool, you goof,
I
you
would,
forgored.
This is
I
funny.
would like to apologize for my ill-timed joke.
You can feel a slightly disgruntled but accepted apology. And you hear the words, "Don't let it happen again," in an almost feminine voice.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
That's so
this wyvern's got
exciting! They're
fast.
talking again. What were we calling the
Can I
baby?
get
Fish.
It is unknown. It does not have a name
Fish.
except for
Can I
fish
get-
right
Oh,
can I
now.
give them-
fish, for the love
can
of
I get-
God.
Can I give them head pats?
You may give them head pads.
I'm writing it as fish
Do I
for
have the
now.
roll for head pats?
Please, let
As you begin patting, at first, fish doesn't seem to take notice, but as you continue, they kind of push their head against your hand, kind of looking like they don't really care, but also like on the sly, making it known that they do care. With that, Durnovan hands you 4 crystals, one for each of you. And he makes it blatantly clear
What
to
do
all
you-
of you by
just-
saying, these are not toys. Do you know what? He stops, looks at you, pulls out a piece of random parchment, and begins rolling it up. He's like, these are not toys. And he baps you with it. And for some reason,
It hasn't the bat that have happened. Roll to the.
emotionally, you feel chastised as you get bapped. And you pull the crystal back out of your mouth. He's like, do not eat that. I don't even
Wait.
know if I could get you out of it.
Before. Well, we did, but then we canceled that.
These are, if there is something there that is beyond your ability to fight, throw it at the ground or make direct contact with them. But as
You
soon
have
as you
to
make
or
direct
to-
contact, make sure you can get away.
I'd like to look up at Durnovan and say, it's almost as if you expect for there to be something.
I hope not, but
Gotta expect the worst.
if there is, best to be prepared. I didn't live this long being a fool. And neither will you if you go in there being a fool.
Lucy.
Everyone look at Lilith.
Sort of.
Yeah,
Wendigo
Lilith.
kind of takes a cigar
You
out
too.
out of the box, lights it. Do I have to roll to light it with my finger?
No, you're okay.
He sort of lights it, takes a puff, and says, "Neither have I." Takes the crystal and gives it to Sapphire. I don't have any way to store it.
He's like,
it.
I just picture, I didn't make it this long being a fool either. Watch as I discard this responsibility to somebody I know who can handle it. Here, Sapphire. That's exactly what just happened.
I wish to store them safely in my bag.
I'm keeping
They
mine
are
in
stored.
hand. And I'm going to
God.
start charging towards Veldheim.
No, it's not that. It's
Oh no,
because
I'm gonna.
I
Hey, I'm gonna put
know
it. I'm gonna
if
put them in my
Wendigo
notes
knows
as
well
magical
that he
Pokeballs.
That's not a Pokeball because nothing comes the fuck out. He knows for a fact that he'd be better.
They can
off
come
letting-
out.
First of all, Wendigo doesn't have any storage capabilities. at
Okay,
all
they're just called magic balls then.
whatsoever. He has pockets, and that's it. And I assume this crystal.
What are they called again?
I need to get a bag. Before we get off, can I just like
Capture
yoink the
crystals
random
or
bag
something?
I see?
Oh, wait, you're getting off?
Who's getting off?
What time is it?
What are you talking about?
Are you leaving?
Imagine.
Huh?
Oh, you're talking to
Are you
Smudgen.
leaving?
No, I didn't say anything. Huh? Hey.
Oh, I misunderstood
He's
something.
talking
Never
about
mind, never mind.
pockets. What are you talking
No,
about?
I said
I
before.
thought-
I said before I go, I'm going to grab a bag that I see because I realize Wendigo doesn't have any way of storing things. Can I look around for a bag? Preferably maybe
Goober's brain's
something-
moving slow tonight, apparently.
It's fevered. Of course it's moving slow.
Actually, does Meg?
You do find a bag that's kind of just like hanging off the side of the cart, but you can tell that it's empty. Just a regular bag.
And I just sort of take it and I assume it's a satchel or something like that, and I just sort of sling it over my shoulder. I was like, I should have
Just
done
kind of
smell
built
it. And I
like a little.
it's like,
With that, these
The fanny
two are
pack.
moving on towards Veldheim. Are you two? Dernovan kind of looks around and is like, well, I see that the lure of gold and shiny things seems to get to a few of you pretty quickly. Sapphire.
I don't care about
Be-
your shiny shit.
I do. I'll take yours.
I'm
What
just doing
is-
this purely. Wendigo's just doing this purely because he has nothing else.
I
he's
protected
been
my
traveling the
babies.
world for 80 years.
Protecting the
Oh
baby.
yeah, and he has to. And he also
I
has
don't
to
even know
protect
why
his
I'm
dragoon
here.
and his dragoon siblings. So that's the thing. Responsibilities and shit.
We're
Lilith.
protecting the little ones.
You and Sapphire. 1 second, I will get right with you. Dernovan turns to look at the two of you, and he's like, I'm serious. This is
Serious?
not exactly the best place to try to hold a war down. Meg is doing the best she can with her wards, and there's a few nasty things she's cooked up with a phylactery somebody brought her, and I think we can hold out for as long as we can. But if it comes to it, please do not hesitate to just send me a missive. And he takes off a signet ring and he hands it to you, Sapphire. He's like, all you have to do is write on a piece of parchment and then stamp the parchment with it, and the message will be sent to me.
Alright.
When do we ever carry paper or anything along those lines?
What if we just
I do.
stamp
He's-
Delic with it? Would he go to him?
Actually, choose
I don't know.
pen and paper. Actually,
Not
no, 'cause the Ultra
suggested.
Boys also carry pen and paper.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't thought that far ahead. If you stamp Delic with
Wait,
it,
have y'all
he might explode.
met? Have they met the OSHA boys yet?
Oh.
Damn.
No. They will have their comeuppance pretty soon.
Perception.
Actually,
I wish
The
to see if
OSHA boys
anything
have
has
been
changed
busy
in the
writing a
local
treaty.
area.
They don't have time to deal with lowlifes.
what'd
That
you
is funny.
say, Sapphire?
I
Perception
rolled
on what?
the forest lines around. I want to see if there's anything noticeable through it.
Around you, you can see that every so often it seems like a small glittering flash. And you know that this is a very strong ward. Like, this is a ward that a dragon would use as its first line of defense. This ward can protect itself from the attacks of an entire city for an extended amount of time.
Can I backflip off it?
No,
It is not
No.
tangible. You cannot backflip off of this ward.
yeah, I could just imagine Lucy. If Lucy gets like if Lucy got a 20, you could just like backflip off nothing.
Roll the dice. No, I'm kidding. Don't roll
just
the dice.
moves it
No,
slightly
roll the
away.
Not
dice.
suggested.
Do it.
Don't do it.
Oh god.
Hmm.
Bring the wyverns back with you.
Yes, you are now in the cave.
Great. Okay.
You do notice that the cave is now surrounded by a very strange spell, though.
Perfect. That
Huh?
sounds
It smells,
almost and
the
fine.
spell itself smells of sulfur, saltpeter, and charcoal.
Dragon.
But that sounds safe and friendly anyway.
It is.
Mhm.
Wait, saltpeter. That's just gunpowder.
It's almost like I specified that. They don't have ye old gunpowder, but I had to think of something that would be a
They have black
noticeable
powder.
smell.
No, it's not black powder because black powder is not made out of saltpeter. Black powder uses.
I'm saying. Black powder is a thing that they have.
So has a dragon moved in there now?
There's still
No,
two dragons in here.
it is the spell itself smells like this.
No, those are wyverns and those are young.
Lilith,
Don't smack
as you
him.
backflip into the cave,
I gave him food as a peace offering.
both wyverns and the merchant, who is still kind of just
Still.
hanging around there for some weird reason. You saw him leave and he came back. He's like, is happy to see you there for a minute. And then he realizes, oh, you're probably here for my two friends. And both of the wyverns are kind of just wandering around. Like, every now and then you see one stick their head into one of the satchels and he kind of gently shoos them away. Pushes them. He's like, no, there's nothing in there for you.
I have
But
3
upon noticing
diamonds, right?
you, huh?
I have 3 diamonds, right?
You do.
I'll just toss someone as payment for babysitting.
As this
Diamonds used for revival.
fist-sized, they can be, yes.
Then why give him? We could revive.
He's
As you-
keeping our wyverns alive.
Yeah,
As
that
you
is true.
toss this fist-sized diamond to him, his jaw kind of just drops open. He's like, right. So, what's this for then?
Just keep them fed and happy.
Aren't you bringing them back?
As you say this, you see one of them slowly climbing stealthily. So stealthy. As it climbs through the window, and it doesn't even shake the cart at all as it climbs through. And it's just kind of standing a little crouched. And every time he turns and he looks around, its head moves just out of his line of sight. just kind of following him around, just barely out of his field of vision. And you see when he sets something down, like it grabs it and pulls it off of the counter, and it doesn't hit the floor. You're not sure where it goes. But as you're watching this,
Bring them back with you.
Please, come on.
Why? Okay.
They could be
I'll
useful to
take
fight.
them, I guess.
Go
babies.
into mash.
The
I
only
want
one that
the
I would
stealthy
see
one,
fighting
though.
at least somewhat useful is
Wait,
Drakmir, which
they
is
are
still a
babies. Why are we
child.
taking them?
They can be useful. Did you not just listen to what he just explained the baby doing? You're not even stealthy enough to do that
is
kind of shit.
fair. That is fair.
There is
Okay,
a toddler that is
one.
stealthier than you. We don't
Stealth
know what
isn't
they're
even-
capable of. We haven't sat here and watched what they're capable of.
so we have Unknown, Drakmir, and I don't remember the other two
I have
names.
them
So
written
can
down.
you?
Scylla or Scylla and Yanus? I don't know how to say the name. I can write
Scylla
it if you bring
is-
me a pen.
I bring you the pin, but Scylla is the one that is currently, like, actively stealth missioning this man's cart
Just
and
bring
just
them both
taking
back.
all of these things.
Perfect.
So that's Scylla.
How?
And
I need to bargain with Scylla. I need to convince her to come with us.
You realize these
All right.
bitches are impressionable, right? And if you make that bitch into a kleptomaniac, I will find you.
No. I'm gonna be good with this one.
You
You're gonna
bet.
do like I do
Janus,
with
yes.
Drakmir. You're gonna stop
Janus.
stealing, because I stopped killing because I'm trying to make sure Drakmir doesn't turn out as a fucking just destroyer of worlds.
Exactly.
I will
Because
consider.
I would have killed that merchant full well knowing if Drakmir wasn't there. Just saying. Because of what this fucker
What?
said. Did you not hear the offer that Proto gave us by accident?
Oh yeah.
It wasn't meant to be a negative offer on you guys' side. I
It was
missaid it.
misworded.
Yeah.
And it kind of ticked me off, because like, oh, you're literally just trying to scam me. That's perfect. You deserve to go into the forever box. Anyway, continue.
The forever box. Oh, someone made a
So-
The forever urn, because I would have turned his ass to ash.
Lilith, tell me how you're gonna convince Scylla.
What the fuck is going on out there? You go ahead. You're good.
Tell me how you're gonna convince Scylla, cause she's actively watching you while she's just kind of pilfering all of his goods. And as she moves one of her wings, you can see she's just basically piled them up in the corner of the cart, just out of his reach. And as she slowly begins to climb out of the cart, she appears in front of him, and he's like, "Ah, there you are." And she begins sticking her head in different bags and different boxes. He's like, there ain't nothing in there for you. Kind of driving her off, and she kind of just does this haughty thing where she turns her head up and she just slowly walks away. But she comes to you.
You have to teach her to be better. You can't keep stealing with her with
I'll
you.
consider about that. But do I have any rations or something? Any food?
Oh, you do have some food, a little trail ration here and there.
I want to stick that out for her and see if she takes it.
She
Be
looks
careful.
at it, and she kind of tilts her head up, and you feel a silently cold brush against your mind say, "I know this isn't what you're offering me."
She says she's too good for it.
Too good for that. Well, do you like riches and gold?
Oh,
She kind of, with both of her eyes closed, as her head's tilted away from you, she opens one eye, the closest eye towards you, and she's like, you hear, maybe.
Come with me and you will be richer than you can possibly imagine.
oh
Then I
boy.
show her like all my gold hoard that I have, that I obtained lawfully
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
She-
Sure.
For a brief second, roll me a perception check. Low activated.
Doesn't
That's okay.
matter.
This works. For a brief second, you see Scylla laying on her back in a pile of gold, kind of like making a snow angel in the gold coins, before it snaps back to that ice-cold Arctic voice of, I might be interested. And then she turns and chitters at Janus, and Janus comes clambering over, and you can tell by looking that Janus is a little built.
Oh.
Like, Janus's body style is more hardened scales and heavy plates, whereas the the aspect of Scylla is more smooth scales and lithe. Janus is heavier armored, heavier built, and while his footsteps are quiet, they're not silent. He walks over and does a small chittering, like, noise of kind of inquisitorial noise, but makes no contact with your mind.
Roll to seduce.
Scylla.
No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
Scylla,
Oh my god.
Babies.
do not seduce the babies. I will banish you to the hell plane and make them rescue you.
I'll backflip out.
No. I will cut off
even
your
a
legs and leave
backflip.
them somewhere.
What?
Oh, don't worry. They have an artificer.
Actually-
They can fix that.
I actually know somebody who could use a good pair of legs right now. But,
Oh.
Huh?
not relevant for the righteous wrath. Relevant for the Crusaders. But Lilith,
Uh-huh.
Oh!
Scylla approaches and kind of is slowly
Hmm.
walking around you, but her head kind of hasn't moved as she does this strange serpentine motion around you before sitting back down in front of you. What do you want from me?
I think
Your
with
aid
babies, they're
on
really
my
smart.
adventures, and then we split the rewards 50-50.
60-40.
Oh.
Oh.
Deal.
55-45.
I was gonna say 55-45.
It's fine. I want to treat this one. Deal.
She kind of
You
snorts
could
in
have also
approval
said, like,
and then
70-30 for the other one as well.
chatters a little bit to Janus, who chatters back. And both of them look at you expectantly. Scylla brushes your mind. Are you ready? I'm sure there are better things to do than stand here and adore my appearance.
Oh.
And at this, you can hear
He's
She
so
know.
bold.
How did she know?
an almost chuckle come from Janus.
Alright, let's go. Where are we going?
Scylla's
Veldheim.
second oldest, correct? And then Janus is the second youngest.
Yes.
So many dragons with y'all.
Alright, we'll make our way to Veldheim.
What's the age difference between Drachmir and Scylla?
Drachmir and Scylla, I would say there's about a 9-month difference.
So they're pretty close. Dragon,
Are they?
well,
Oh, shit.
in relevance to how old wyverns get, they're pretty close in age.
Yes.
But Jackmere is somehow decently bigger than all of them.
Yes. All of them are more specialized in one way or another.
I wonder, maybe they might have different, like, say they all have the same
Abilities,
mother,
That's what I was thinking.
and
I
then they
would
were
assume they
born
have
to
different
different
abilities in some
fathers
way.
or something along those lines.
Yes.
Probably.
Huh.
Because that's generally how it goes
are-
with both dragons and wyverns.
Yeah.
They only have one kin or whatever, just for the sake of it.
I'm wondering what. Because you said, I assume Drakmir's abilities are probably akin to his ability to control
Psionics.
people. Psionics, yeah. Given that he was able to, kind of force Wendigo into doing, some stupid shit.
Pull the
We
lever,
didn't even
Kronk.
do anything.
He's the
Pull
only one that we've
the
truly
Kronk.
seen any of their abilities.
Pull the lever,
Scylla, we've
Kronk.
seen she's good at healing, but we haven't seen any of her actual abilities as a wyvern.
Her fighting
Good
ability.
The only
stealing.
one that
I
we've
already
seen
love
is-
her.
the only one
What
we've seen
element is she?
Jackmere.
They
We don't know that yet.
are random and varied, and I cannot tell them yet. The only one that we truly
Can you tell
know,
me?
I will DM you, yes. The only one that we truly know has a propensity for psionics, which includes a wide array of many things.
Oh yeah, I wanted to have a conversation with Jackmere, but I don't know if you're whenever you're done with this stuff. Like while we're
With
walking.
that, I will say, as you walk out of the cave, you meet the party. And as you walk through the spell at the entrance of the cave, roll me a d20 for a perception.
Can we fly?
You can fly.
I can ride Jackmere.
Don't you have a
I can-
chicken
You have the
tail or
cockatrice.
something?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. I was gonna say
I was gonna say,
the wyverns
I was
themselves
gonna
are too
say,
young.
We could. I was gonna say we couldn't only just
True.
hop on the cockatrice outside of town and then start flying to our destination.
Yes.
Outside of
Oh
town? Why
yeah,
don't we just take off here?
Jackmere isn't able to carry heavy loads for that long. I'm pretty sure that's what you said. That he can fly, but only
Yes.
for short distances. Yeah.
So-
Wait. While they fly, can I walk with Jackmere? Because, that would be another extra day or so, right?
Yeah, and I'm planning on getting you there within a few hours, given that you're flying.
Alright. Yeah.
Alright, so, as you walk out of the cave, Lilith, you see Sapphire, Twig, and Wendigo and Drakmere, an unknown. Or fish. I'm gonna...
Fish.
Fish. As you walk out, you see them just now reaching you. And they're all climbing aboard the cockatrice. Whereas Unknown and Drakmere would like to stretch their wings. And they make this known with a great shuddering jump.
Oh.
As you are all buffeted by the wind.
Oh.
And they take flight.
I was gonna say, I was like, do they know how? I was gonna ask if they knew how to fly or not.
Probably. Pretty sure
Some of them
dragons know how to
do.
fly, like, near birth. Like, very near birth.
Wait,
I'm
so
pretty sure
everyone's
dragons
on the
know how to fly,
cockatrice?
right?
That
except
depends
me
on
and
how
the,
they were
villain?
raised.
Yes, they are on the ground waiting for you to approach.
Before they take off, can I teach Skilla the backflip?
Oh God, the backflip.
No, teleport.
Yes, however, there will not be a magical benefacto to Scylla's backflip.
She
Nah, it's
can't
just a
go to the
trick.
cave.
That's fine.
Well, technically, if we were to roll with the episode that Wendigo got teleported, anyone that was basically either around or near Lucy that backflips just gets sent. And given that I would like in my own headcanon, given that not everyone has a pocket dimension, that they just get.
He just gets sent somewhere else.
Yeah.
Wildfire loss.
Yeah.
You get sent to the hell plane for a few minutes.
Oh God, no.
But
Get sent to another continent.
you do the backflip and you demonstrate it for Scylla. She kind of snorts almost arrogantly as she takes a two-step jump where she takes a step forward, jumps, and with one buffet of her wings lands perfectly on her back legs before slowly catching air and slowly lowering to the ground. She looks back over her shoulder. You get the sense of smugness radiating off of her and that Arctic ice
You have a
just
sassy
mind
dragon.
presence. You do have a sassy dragon.
I'm
Sassy.
okay with that.
Seeing Drakmir and Unknown take flight, Janus
Fish.
jumps up. Fish and Drakmir take flight. Janus jumps up, and his wings are pretty large compared to almost as big as Drakmir's, but not quite there yet. And it's a slow lurching launch, but his second wing beat brings him at a very high altitude.
Can I do something?
Yes.
I'm gonna jump up at Yanni's and be like,
Take me, take me.
With one foot, with like one talon, he kind of reaches up as you jump up, and he kind of just baps your forehead. But as he does it, roll me a resistance off of your d20. It's almost enough to send you to your knees. Just that little motion.
I will fight him. Don't test me.
Why are
You can hear
fighting the
draconic
wyvern?
chuckling, but no presence in your mind is felt.
So, me and Sapphire are the only ones that have a mental connection with these people. Good to know. Not people, things.
Lilith.
Dragons, dragoonas.
Let's talk
I got
with
Scylla.
Scylla.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, Lilith has? Oh, yeah.
Lilith
I
is-
just
spoken.
zoned out and didn't even fucking realize. Yeah, I didn't even realize.
So, as you all launch up and begin flying towards Veldheim, everybody perception checks.
What?
I
I
don't
have
see
not
shit.
rolled anything over a 10 today. What the hell is this? It's rigged.
It does feel a little rigged against you today. However, as you all look down,
Oh my god!
Fuck.
God, I'm gonna.
I'll take that 20. I'll take that 20.
He's taking your 20. He's taking one of your 320s. I don't. How the fuck?
No.
I'll take your 20.
Why? Why did I touch it and it fucking triple 20? Why?
It just doesn't like Lilith.
What was that?
You can see Veldheim, and there's something off about a city that just burned and blew itself apart. For one, the walls should not be re-erected. They should not look better than when you first got there.
Oh, so it seems someone has took my advice.
Huh?
It should not look as good as it does. There's a large... Go ahead.
So the gash is fixed, right?
There was a gash
The what
in the
now?
wall.
Yes. All of it is
See.
repaired. And when you last left, everything was burning. There's not many buildings there, but you can see this great pillar from where you are. At the top of this pillar is a black gemstone that is about the size of this cockatrice that you are all riding on.
Can we land? Can we land outside of it? Not like
Well,
a
you're not
distance away.
you're
I wanna
not
fly
quite there
directly.
yet.
I want to steal it.
That gemstone makes me think of anti-air. Like it's if you get too close in the sky, it's gonna shoot at you. You know.
Hey, that's good. That's not what I was going to use it for, but that's good. I like that.
Giving him
Oh,
ideas. Quit it.
I played too much Crystal Path, so I forget what it is, but it's like a standalone game, and they have towers with crystals at the top meant to shoot down things flying. They're pretty useless because they only ever hit one thing and then die. But yeah,
Below you, on the trail leading away from the city, you can all see what looks like heavy traffic has been through here. There are destroyed wagons, dead horses. There's many things down there that weren't there. And this isn't far from Hollow Rock.
I want to go down and inspect.
can we land to inspect the convoy, destroyed convoy?
Yes, you can.
Can I
Alright,
loot the
that's what I
convoy?
would like to do. Gosh darn it, Lucy! Can
Yes.
you not
No,
take
they're
a
not
few
using it
minutes,
anyway.
5 seconds?
They're
They're
dead.
not using it anyway.
As you land, what you
They're
see
getting loot.
is that these horses and the few bodies scattered around have been torn apart.
Oh God.
There's these strange cut marks against the wagon that is almost split it in two, where it looks like spinning teeth have ripped through the wood and the canvas over the top of the wagon.
I know what did it.
God, is it a whispering?
Twig
death?
doesn't, but I know what did it. No, it's what we fought last time.
Oh, bloody hell! I'd like to scout out the area, see if I can see anything.
The ships and the things that came off of it, Sharky.
So,
see if
as you're
there's things
scouting,
still.
I know, but a whispering death.
I know.
as you're scouting,
How to Train a Dragon.
you know a massive amount of foot soldiers passed through this area recently. And as you're looking, you can tell that there is a massive difference between the standard foot soldiers and whatever was walking in front of them had to be at least 9 feet tall, heavily armored.
Running.
Paladins.
Yeah, some are heading towards Hollow Rock, some are heading towards the west. It looks like
Oh,
they
God.
have all
Wait.
split up.
Wait, how?
Paper. I'd like to write a
There's
paper.
21.
A note, you know.
But from the
Oh yeah, that's only a small portion.
but
We
from the
didn't.
I'd like
map,
to write
there's
a
no
note.
waste of what we fought.
Oh, it is.
I
They flew
They
airships,
were
remember?
way over here, and they were over. Yeah,
They
but they
were
didn't have any
on-
airships left. They were running.
These
I
are
wish-
running.
can I write a note or a letter to send?
How did they
yes.
reverse so quickly?
No, it's a big army. It's split.
Yeah, but I'm
That
saying-
was only a
oh.
section of the army that you fought. What is this note gonna entail? Hi, Durnavan. It's Sapphire. Fucking run.
I know we left shortly.
There's an army
but I have
heading
dire-
towards y'all.
I have dire news. Yeah, we haven't. There is an unknown amount of soldiers heading towards Hollow Rock. Some
Can
of
we
them look
tell
pretty
what-
heavy armored.
What amount?
But that is all that I can see. I'm just writing this in the event that hopefully it arrives to you before they do.
Can we tell the amount that's heading towards Hollow Rock?
With your perception checks, you can tell that this amount of people is within 2 to 3,000.
Oh, okay.
We do know the amount of numbers.
So
2 to 3,000.
Error on the heavy side. You can't go wrong with that.
fucking. No,
4,000.
I'm just gonna take no, Sapphire. I'm just gonna take the fucking paper and write "fucking run" in all caps. And then
Time to evacuate!
Hollow Rock might not survive.
it's already done.
At least
I'm-
this time
Time
it's
to
not
rain
transfer.
high explosive ordnance on ignorant savages, I guess.
Oh! Yes!
Explosive ordnance on ignorant savages.
You walk the
Okay.
wasteland courier. Fuck.
Fuck. No,
Oh
it's
no, nah.
Courier
I
walk the
if
wasteland.
I ever
Fuck.
make, hey Proto, if I ever make an artillery piece, can it be as accurate as the boomers artillery?
That's aimbot. I
No.
can't give you aimbot.
That is the most accurate artillery barrage ever. That is not how artillery works at all.
In the
fucking
quotes
love
of
that.
Russian
The
Badger,
first time I
listen,
ever
I've seen a
got
few
too
things, but I'm
close,
pretty sure that's not
I
how
heard it and I
artillery
was like,
works,
"What the
dog.
fuck is that noise?" And then I get blown up and I'm like,
Alright,
"It took
let's
me
continue.
10
So,
tries.
yeah.
It took me 10 reloads to get to the fence."
As you stamp your signet ring, before you fully make contact, the paper disappears in a puff of black smoke.
Quick question. Did the fucking run get in there, please? Please tell me if the fucking run get in there.
The fucking run did get in there.
Yes.
Immediately, a reply is sent with just 2 letters. Okay.
Don't can I
And
personally make
never
my way
saw him
back to
again.
Hollow Rock?
My
No.
cave!
Not at this
No!
point.
No.
Not at this point.
It's best
There's
that
still
we
more
don't
to
follow
see.
an entire armada. It's even then. It's best we don't follow an entire armada.
They're gonna take over my empty cave.
Don't you dare go
No,
do it.
Roll me perception checks, all of you.
All right, let's see.
Finally!
10. Can I
Can
get
I
a
also
pass
roll
with
perception?
keen sense?
You can use that one over there. You can use the empty seat over there to roll
You can.
perception.
Can I
So-
get a pass with keen sense?
As the wyverns are
19.
circling,
What?
as the wyverns are circling overhead, Janus takes a nosedive immediately.
I wish to ready my
Immediately.
right rifle.
Anti-material
Alright.
rifle over here.
Lilith, Scylla is urgently showing you a picture of a small mob of, say,
Oh.
30 to 50 people. We'll say 50 people. And
Which
they are
direction?
full on sprinting from
Fuck
every
direction.
direction around you.
Oh?
Get my cowboy
Every
hat.
direction.
Yeehaw, chuckle fucks. It's time to roll.
Every direction around
cannibals.
me, towards me, or
So
away
Dracmir
from me?
is circling
Wait,
as
what?
well.
Towards you.
Cannibals.
Oh,
They're
that's
running
friendly.
towards you.
They're going to try. This is.
Wendigo. Dracmir reaches out and he is sending you pictures, more or less. Your own little UAV drone is sending you pictures of what's happening, and from this group, you see this 9-foot giant. You can see
Zoink, Scoob, we should get the hell out
as
of here.
he's
How far away are they from us?
in the pictures. You can see the giant and your group.
Do we stand and fight, or
Within-
do we make a run for it?
We could go
Within-
back into the sky.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, should we fight them, or should we just take the fuck off?
Aerial bombardment.
Oh, that's true. We could
I'm
attack
trying to
from the
think.
sky. Several of us have magics.
Within what? Within what?
Roll the
Within
5
I wanna live
65
to get
to
struck by
70
lightning.
feet.
So that's around 2 turns worth.
Aren't you all on
Yes.
like flying creatures?
Roughly. Okay.
No, we've landed.
Can I prepare for those 2 turns to try and create as big as a trench between us and the mob?
We're surrounded.
Of course.
Yeah, make a trench
Oh,
around
oh, oh.
us.
Make a fucking trench. I want to
Oh.
prepare to try and make a trench.
What do you got, Sapphire?
Like base.
What type of carts are they? Are any of them solid
These-
tops?
So you're doing
There is one solid top
Earth
cart.
magic.
It's the cart that has been
Yeah.
Oh, I know what
carved
you're
in
doing.
half with an unknown
Elements in nature, so
blade.
Okay, where's my charger? My headset's about dead.
Also, do just
Guess we're
It
fighting
has
this one.
windows, correct?
I was
His
thinking
main-
of earthbending and toss.
Does
Yes,
have
that's
one
basically
window
what
on
I'm
one
doing,
side.
But I'm basically instead I'm using
Alright.
shall not pass and
Can
stabbing
I
my staff
spend?
into the earth.
Can I spend a turn carving out
Fair enough.
fire imports, basically?
Yes, he's essentially
Yes,
the
you
boss
can.
equivalent of an avatar, except he has to
Lilith.
he has to
Sorry.
prepare for
Scylla.
shit like this. He can't just
Sends you a
I
picture
want to pull a tarot
of
card. Just fun.
trying to demonstrate what you could
I'm
interpret
shuffling the
as
deck of tarot cards
hide,
real quick.
to seek shelter, to take cover.
I
There
want
is
her
36.
to fly in the air
Yeah,
and stay
36.
there if she can. But has anything? I'm like, we're surrounded by littered.
I was gonna say, even if we
carts and
hide,
stuff,
we're
right?
surrounded. There's not any hiding in this case. We either take to the
Okay,
air or we stand and
so-
fight.
The
I'm wanting
carts
to make
that
the
people were
trench
on them,
device
right?
of some
Was
sort.
there anyone strong on there? Any big creatures or something?
This one creature that's coming towards you, she sends you a second picture of it. It's a hulking brute, and its sword that it is carrying has a serrated edge that is spinning with a demonic whine to it.
Yeah, no, we need
Chainsaw
to get the
blade.
fuck out of
Okay,
here.
Great. Chainsaw blade. Yep. Okay.
We need to
I'm
fucking
literally
go.
making the trench to
Are there any,
try-
like,
yeah, I'm making
fallen
the
ones
trench to try
around
and
me,
buy us
though?
at least some sort
We
of
need to
time.
just
Like
climb
fallen-
onto
No.
the
But
fucking
what's dead
cockatrice
around
and
me?
get the fuck
Nothing?
out of here.
Just what's dead around you is the horses and a few of the caravanners that were making their way towards Veldheim,
Are there any paddocks?
as if they didn't hear.
What do?
But there's a few good corpses here, Miss Necromancer.
Hmm. I guess I'll do my best to raise an army, as many as I can.
Oh
So,
I thought necromancy
We
wasn't
have-
allowed.
my.
necromancy's allowed, just frowned upon.
I was gonna say, it's just a lot of people in this, like, in most D&D universes frown upon necromancy because that's, like, going against nature.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Twig. You suddenly feel a consciousness brush your mind.
Ooh.
And it is rough and coarse, but there are aspects of it that are smooth like a polished gemstone. And it is sending you almost strategic data of where it would go, what it would do. And the voice is halting and broken.
Pick a number between 1 and 36.
36.
I'm gonna follow its lead.
It points you, it shows you an image of, as it's flying through the trees, it sees a large
The
boulder.
last
So let me
card
go
in the
ahead
deck.
and...
What the fuck?
You see a large boulder backed up with a few trees that have been knocked down. And at this point, all of you can hear this brute stomping through these trees, completely knocking some down. And it's letting you know it's on its way.
The brute's the 9-foot tall thing, right?
Yes.
And it's the biggest thing out in this field currently.
Yes.
I've
Also,
got a plan!
Material rifle. I need you to use it.
you have an image of Janus making an attack.
No.
Acid breath, dripping jaws, and tearing talons.
Yes.
Can I reach back out into his mind to speak with him?
Yes.
Get him close. I gonna throw the gym.
That is the card you chose.
I
Why
can't
is there a
the
gremlin on
voice
top
right
of
now.
Motion's head?
Wait, a gym? Like a in-home gym?
The crystal.
The crystal
Oh.
that
The
Durnaring
capture
gets.
crystal.
I can't do the voice right now. I want Janus to try to either lure him in or herd him towards me. And I'm going to throw the gym at him. And then tell
So,
Janus
Motion,
to get the
I
fuck
sent
out of
you
the
card
way.
that you picked.
You have a goblin on your head.
What does that mean?
You get the
He's been
sense of
He's been
I don't know
goblin.
what that one means.
affirmative
It gives you, like, a
and
shield.
a little bit of admiration, because to him, for someone so small to willingly go head to head with something so large is admirable. And with his acknowledgement, you feel the coarse, rocky, planar edges of his mind pull away from you.
Why?
And you hear this large chattering screech. And for a brief second, you see the image of him latched onto the front of the brute's chest armor. His head reared back and the acid pooling in his mouth before he lets it go down the front of this brute before kicking away from him. And unlike when he kicked away from you, it didn't push this brute even an inch. And he takes back to the skies, flying nimbly in and out of the tops of the trees. Sapphire, you've rolled this wagon into place. And you've begun cutting the firing slits where Twig has set up position. And you've begun making your first preparation to make it dug in. Lilith, you're constantly getting an updated battlefield stream from this Arctic cold voice. And you keep getting these glimpses of gold, but for some reason, the gold is black.
Black gold.
It starts off shining and then black, and you can hear or feel rather disapproval for the trinkets and baubles that this horde is wearing.
Sounds like it's a cursed item.
Wendigo, roll me a d20 4 times. 20, 39,
Damn.
47. All right. Pulling your staff up, you spin it in your hand. And as you bring your staff crashing down, a large trench. Roll me a d10. It's not deep, but it's 4 feet deep. And that's better than nothing. But it gives you a good perimeter. Twig,
Mm-hmm.
you can see the brute approaching because you see at the last second as through the trees Janus bursts through, his scales and claws tearing bark and branches free as he flings himself through the air towards you before tucking his wings into a slow dive straight up and landing just a few feet from you on the top of the rock. As he sees the trench, he takes the initiative and begins trying to fill the bottom with the acid that he can produce.
Yes, I was thinking of that.
Awesome.
Sapphire, you and Fish. Fish isn't sure what to do. She's kind of trying to make a connection, but it feels halting and stuttering, almost as if she's a little on edge. Which, given the circumstances, is understandable.
Oh, she. Oh, I was thinking they were a
He.
I was
I
thinking
think
of
it's a he.
He.
He's a little on edge.
I wish to. Are they in the sky or are they like next to me in the carriage?
Scylla and Fish are flying circles around you.
Ooh, can I ready a like a it's like a shield like a dome like it's like an iron dome basically, but it's protects it from a hit.
Alright.
It isn't like visible, but it becomes visible if it gets striked.
Alright, so for this type of thing, how big are you trying to make it?
Smolder, remember the card you drew?
Yeah.
That's basically what that card does.
I was originally thinking of making it to where it covers the cart, but I want to it to cover the
Yeah.
entirety of like the
What the
inside
fuck?
of the trench, basically not the whole trench, but like you know,
To the inner edge of the trench, then?
yes,
What it creates.
it
It's
can be
a-
fired out of, but you can shoot out of it, but you can't fire into it.
Creates like a barrier or shielding.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Like meant for shielding.
Ward of Dawn
Yeah,
type deal.
it's-
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
That's
I think it creates a shield or it stops
it's a
damage.
30
for, like,
by
I think it
30
stops damage for one turn, or
area that you're there.
it makes
To the edges of the trench. So,
hurtless. or
to
something.
get
I don't know.
this,
It's been a while since I got the card.
it's going to succeed as long as you beat an 8.
All right.
But to get it to the maximum size you want, I need a 12 or better.
Damn close.
That's an 11.
It won't get to the full size, but it will still get close to it.
It'll
I just
give
don't want
about
it to cover just like one person. I want it to be able to be big enough to be able to cover everyone.
That'll work. So as your bubble gets up, you can see where it's pushing the grass around you down and burning it. And you've got about a 2-foot edge from the circle to the back of the trench. And it is based upon you. Now every turn you're going to have to roll better than a 5 or it will shrink as your bonus action.
Is that like without focusing fully on it, or is that focusing fully on it?
Yeah, it'll be passive, and you can still fight. But if you don't beat a 5 at the end of your turn, next turn, it will shrink by 1 foot.
Oh God. All right.
Lilith.
It's going to burn us.
No, it won't burn you. It'll just get smaller and smaller. And the protection will not be as great at close ranges. Lilith. You're getting constant updates that they are finally broken through the trees from Scylla. She takes a look at the fortifications that you've all made.
boy.
And she keeps looking and showing you a picture of your scythe, but it's burning with a
Frodo.
green necrotic energy. Yes.
What's up?
I'm gonna take a step away real quick. Sorry, I gotta run to the restroom.
You're good. But you don't know how that works just yet. But the emeralds in your scythe do seem like they could channel some sort of necrotic energy to it.
Okay, I could do something with that maybe.
Wendigo, your battle stance is ready. What do you wish to do? Because given that this is right as they break through the trees and everybody else has made their stance, you will make the first attack if you so choose.
How quickly can I get Drakmir down to the ground? Or down to me?
To you, there is a shield in the way, but you can see Drakmir is currently starting little fires from the tops of trees.
Oh, is the shield gonna block us from being able to, like, we can't go outside of it?
You can go outside of it, but you cannot go back in it.
Ah, I see.
'Cause
So it's like
The issue is I have to go outside of it to get to the brute.
trying to think.
It's a
I'm
one-way
sure-
wall, so you can throw things through it.
True.
Can Twig use any
Okay.
ranged magic?
Maybe a mage hand
I'm
can
trying to
assist,
think.
but overall,
So this is as they're breaking through the trees. So they don't know. Do they know precisely what's behind?
Oh, right,
the
you're a
trees that
bard,
they're
you're
breaking
very
through,
limited.
Or is it like just a shrub? Or are they like breaking through shrubs, where their visibility is sort of blocked through that?
I mean, weren't they already running at us though? So they're
Yeah,
aware
they
that we're
already
here.
know where you are.
Oh, okay then.
How
Can I
close is
loosen the
brute?
soil?
Ooh, smart.
How loose is the soil?
Can I loosen it to essentially create quicksand? Because I don't.
I will let you create a mire, but not anything that
requires
will
Also, quicksand isn't that hard to get out of. If you know what
but
you're
yeah,
it
doing.
will cost
but
precious
you
seconds.
you can slow them with a mire.
Minutes.
Maybe not.
Alright,
I'm just.
I am
I'm
back.
spitballing
Sorry
to
about
myself
that.
here. If the bubble was two-way to where someone could enter it, I would use Drakmir and try and essentially flamethrower their ass, but I can't do that. I'm not entirely sure. Fuck it. You know what? How big of a fireball can I cast? Can I go with
How
just
high
the
can you
classic?
roll?
All right. I would like to go with the whiskey strat.
Oh, so I'll add a +2 because you're giving a boost to yourself. So whatever you roll, I'll give you a +2.
I would like to do the whiskey. Okay. Ah! I can't win. I can't win.
Oh, look at me. I got nothing to do with this.
I take a
It's
sip
a 6.
and I drink some whiskey. All right.
You take a sip and you channel the magic,
And I spit.
but it's really good. It's really good as it hits your tongue and you're like, man. And you end up downing the bottle and then you're like, oh shit, I'm in the middle of a fight. And you're like thinking for a solid moment. You channel the magic up, and as you burp, a small flame ball about the size of a baseball at very high speed crashes into the first few, I'd say the first 4 of the area and does incinerate them instantly.
I'm happy. I'm
However,
proud to
for your
myself.
counter effect,
Oh no.
and because I
Oh,
feel
okay.
it's situation relevant, heavy intoxication.
Uh-oh.
It has been a very long time since you've been drunk, but
Oh.
with this magically charged drink, you're giggly, giddy, and ready for anything.
Oh. Wait, is this a
You
good thing? Oh. Depending.
you hear a challenge roared out from the trees, from a voice that sounds like glass crushed against stone.
Which direction is that coming from?
It is from your perception check. It seems to be coming from everywhere as it echoes through the trees.
I wish to. How many are there that can be seen? How many of there can be seen?
Uh, at least 25 minus 4 of normal human-sized
Where's the
enemies.
biggest bunch of them?
They are grouped currently. Where's my marker? Marker! They are currently grouped as you have all.
Meg can't. You can't. Meg, you can't be here. You gotta protect Hollerock.
This is the largest concentration, and I'll say there's about 9 here.
Can I remove
With
that
a few.
direction?
You may remove that direction. Now, remember, anything over a 10. Hold on, who remembers the rules for your rifle? Do you remember? Did you write that down?
I didn't at the time. Anything over a 10.
Is going to hit like a freight train.
Yes.
Anything under a 5.
Is a normal attack.
Yes. But we're gonna go back to Twig. Twig, you see, and I'm just gonna. There we go.
Nope.
Twig.
That never happened.
That never happened. Given that Wendigo has just immolated 4 individuals, and you have noticed a bright white explosion as they die, like a small flash bang going off and trailing away from the body. What do you want to do?
Where's the brute?
The brute has not come out of the woods yet.
Still?
Oh, that's what I was saying. He's issued a challenge, and in a voice that sounds like gravel and glass, says, "Why would you want to fight when I have brought such wondrous gifts for you?"
I'll
Oh
return.
no, he's gonna try. He's gonna try and turn.
Oh,
us.
yeah.
I'll call back and be like, "What gift?"
That booming laugh that seems to come from every direction rings out with Levitius, most humble of Gilgamesh. Immortal life, immortality, power beyond your wildest dreams.
Being an undead puppet does not count as immortality, nor power. It's being a puppet. There's a difference.
He laughs again and he says, "You consider me a puppet?
No.
I'm no
No,
puppet."
I consider you a fool.
Oh, those are some
You
fine words.
may do as you please, but we wouldn't become one like you. We would end up like them, who are like undead zombies wandering around without a life.
These are chattel. these things,
They are puppets.
and he finally steps out and he grabs one in a massive hand by the top of their head. These things, as he snaps its neck and throws it down and it stands back up, are no more than ants under my tread. They mean nothing to me.
I'm going
But
to
if you're strong enough to hold out for all 50, then perhaps there's a rank for you among my number.
Oh,
Those
would
are
my
no problem.
heavily
You are the
intoxication-
issue here.
Would my heavily intoxication hinder my ability to be very much defiant to this, and also talk back to
Probably.
him? Because I have a few.
You
sharp
can
words for him.
talk back, but I will not
we-
force you to make a decision about what you should do.
Frodo.
Yeah.
Can we summon the shark to the battlefield?
I don't have a player ready.
What?
If I had a player ready, I'd put you in here, Sharky.
Slash
I mean-
TP
no, I
shark
mean,
I
as
mean-
reinforcement.
There
I
is
mean, like,
one
it-
that I have that I wanted to put into the other campaign. But you said I couldn't dual play. Or you didn't want me to.
Give me one turn, and I'll drop you in here. Because we do have an empty chair.
Yeah. Enforcements.
DM me real quick this character.
I
Hmm.
mean, it's just,
So what I'm going to do,
I don't know how to
Like-
type what she is.
I don't need power from an underlord. That is worthless to me. The lives of the already living is what I mostly care about currently.
He kind of snorts and he says, "The power of an underlord is more than the lives of the living." And he
Mm.
says, "If you will not join me, then perhaps I will take you to a flesh crafter, piecemeal, and
Ooh.
see what he can create from your dismembered corpse." And with that, you see this massive chain blade, about 6 feet long and a foot and a half wide, brought up, and the black energy coursing through him begins to circulate up the blade. And as it does so, the teeth on it begin to spin into a frantic pitch where it's a high-pitched demonic wail as he begins taking large steps towards you.
I'm going to first of all step outside of said bubble that Delic had created.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Not the
going.
protection. Alright.
Well, the thing is, the drag wyverns can't reach us from inside of it, and I need Yanus for something.
Durex,
alright.
no.
So I'm going to call Yanus to me and hand him the crystal and tell him drop it at his feet and then get the fuck away from him. Sorry, I'm not doing the voice tonight. I don't have the energy or care to do it currently.
Perfectly fine.
Are you talking?
No, not yet. I am now, though.
Okay.
My brother's letting Frey out. So, as you pass this wisdom, as if seeing a hated enemy, you see Levitius reach one hand up and slowly close his hand. And as you watch, Giannis's wings fold in and he crashes to the ground. And he says, "There will be none of that. I may not know what that crystal is, but I don't care much for the one who is ruined my perfect face. And to kind of give you an, a semi-accurate description, this is what the armor kind of looks like. Except he's got normal hands and normal legs and he's 9 feet tall. Like, one of his hands could probably punch through a tree big.
I'm going to go to Janus's side to make sure he's okay, first of all. Tell him to go back to the rest of the party and grab the crystal. And start full speed running at this bastard.
No.
Alright. So, roll me a stealth real quick.
I thought that was
Alright.
a 1 for a second, and I was about done with my game.
So as you run over to Giannis and you kind of stand him back up, with your little kobold strength, you manage to help him right himself. And for a brief moment, you feel an appreciation come from him before it cuts off and he gets the message to return back there. And he immediately turns and bellows this loud war cry towards Levicius. And Levicius kind of laughs and says, "Your pet has got some nerve."
He's no pet.
He was if I would have gotten him, he would have been.
Then you are a disgrace. And pathetic to make a child a pet.
He's no more child than he is an animal. Nothing more.
You
With
do
that,
realize...
he takes a very quick, for someone his size, it is a very fast swing towards you.
Can I do something real quick?
You want to interrupt his attack?
Yeah, I
Go
want to
ahead.
shoot him. I want to shoot him in the shoot. I want to shoot
Can
the
you
thing from
write
his
up
hand.
his name?
Hey, Proto, how long do you think this battle is gonna take?
It's not much longer.
Okay, I gotta go soon.
Alright.
I made my roll. I
probably-
got a 9.
He's rocked for a moment. Roll me another d20 for the damage, because he has 220 health.
That's boss health.
Oh,
You can clear the name.
Oh, yeah, that's a... Oh.
You didn't have to, but I was just saying.
What'd you roll off of that d20?
6.
So he has taken his swing at you. Sapphire has taken a turn. Go ahead and roll me another d20 real quick. Your bubble is standing strong.
Oh no, I thought I interrupted his swing.
You did interrupt his swing.
I'm
Hold
still
on, I
running at him.
confused myself.
Yeah,
He didn't
You're still
take.
running
He
at
didn't. I thought.
he
I
took
thought he
damage.
didn't
didn't
get the
Oh,
swing
I
off.
thought. I thought. I had to do that roll every time the shield took a hit.
No.
No, it's just at the
It's
end
like
of a turn.
concentration check almost, but
Oh.
not. I'm still just running at him with the crystal in hand.
We're gonna hold you here for a moment, and we're gonna go to Lilith. Lilith, Necromancer,
Scooting away slowly.
time to do undead shit.
Oh yeah.
You see the first few fall into the pit of acid, and they slowly begin to dissolve. And another 4 are removed from the fray. So how many is that now out of 50? We're gonna just say they've lost a total of 10 so far. But the other 5 begin stepping over their dissolving brethren and making their way to the shield. I'm going to let you know now, if 15 or Big Man gets over there to that shield, in 2 turns it falls.
It should be over.
Shouldn't I be able to focus on it? Like the more that go against it, the more I have to focus on the shield itself.
I can do it that way where it will be a increasing concentration check.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Lilith, the bodies around you have a lingering presence around them that you can see through some mystic means unknown to you as of yet. But you can feel the strings around them.
There you go, Proto.
Snip, snip.
Because
Gonna
you
cut the
mentally...
tongue
these are the dead bodies on the ground. The ones that were there that you could possibly raise and reanimate.
Oh, I thought I did. Okay, let's do that.
Hold on, let me check something. Oh boy, I'm gonna work with that. Roll me a d20, because there's 7 bodies around you.
Fuck yeah.
Oh shit! So not only do you
Well.
raise the 7 bodies around you, but you raise something that your mind immediately recognizes as a revenant. And that's not 1, that's 7 revenants.
What the fuck?
Oh God.
Oh,
Are they under her
hello.
control though? Oh,
They are under your control to the extent of as long as you make them fight. And they have, as soon as they begin to crawl upwards, as the necromantic green energy seeps into them, you see all of their backs arch. And they begin hauling themselves up. Some begin walking towards the different wagons and begin ripping wheels off, punching a hole through it to use as a shield, picking up different stakes and anything that they could possibly turn into a weapon they have grabbed. And in unison, they lockstep, turn towards this horde, and charge in a perfect wedge.
Army!
They begin
Nice job.
slaughtering.
Lucy,
Roll me a 1d10 for how many
you
they've
realize
killed.
whatever they kill, you can raise.
That's a good point.
Your first 2 in the wedge impale and eviscerate the 2 they make contact with, while the others are left kind of locked in combat. Roll me another d10 for the 2 that are pushing past their wedge formation. Wow, what the fuck? So, as you watch, the 2 in front, the one that had this shield made out of the cart's wheel, drops it and begins spinning, pirouetting. You can tell that from whatever he was in life, swordsmanship was something he knew. And he begins wreaking a bloody trail through them, and another 7 fall.
Nice.
So, 19 total dead.
Oh boy. I think it's the big guy that's gonna be the problem for my shield.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm trying to care for that.
Wendigo,
Alright.
Might need some
This
assistance.
could either.
Oh no, I'm
either
gonna keep shooting at
make
it every time
By
he
the way,
swings.
work.
I'm trying to put him in a
is
crystal.
Sprinting after him, right? floof is so
Sprinting
Twig
at
is
him, yes.
walking, right at him. Can I hope and pray to God the dice is on my side. Can I try and launch Twig at him with basically use the earth to propel Twig at him?
Yes, yes, you can. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna give you a +5 because I really like this description of giving Twig a magic carpet made out of dirt. Really neat.
I
So you're
was
getting a
thinking-
+5.
You can have that, but my thinking was like as he's stepping like one of those steps, it sort of just forces him like basically like a little think of like a little square brick of
Like
the
earth
ground.
bending.
Hardens like basically that's what I'm doing. I'm earthbending. Hard as a rock, launches him towards it.
Oh hell yeah, I can run that. Okay, so here's what happens.
Hopefully I get out of the way in time.
Roll me a d20. That's a 9. All right. Roll me an acrobatics, Twig. D20. Ooh. Twig begins immediately adjusting to the steps that you have provided. And
So excited.
Twig, as you step on the last step, you feel it falter for just a moment. And as it falters,
I'll take a
you
leap of faith. Fuck
immediately
this.
take that leap of faith, tuck and somersault through the air.
I just need to make contact with him, right? Do I or the crystal need to make
Bap 'em.
contact? Like, do I need to be like reaching out with the crystal?
You do need to make contact with the crystal.
He needs to make contact with the crystal. I'm asking, when it comes to putting him into the crystal, you said I can either throw it or we have to make contact with him. But does the person who's holding the crystal need to make contact with him, or does the crystal itself?
The crystal itself needs to make
I'm
contact.
just as I'm coming down,
But
just
you
holding
need
the
to get away
crystal
from
out
him.
to whack him with it. Yes,
But
I
you
do
need
need
to
to
get
get out of the
away from
way.
Okay, I'm just gonna make fucking Wendigo into an avatar at this point, because all I'm doing is like mostly just might as
Hey,
well.
run with it. You might as well have fun with it.
Might as well.
All of
Spirit
you,
magic.
as you're watching all of this, roll me perception checks.
Me?
9,
All of you.
9, 6, 4.
I ain't seeing shit.
19. 2.
Wendigo,
Chucky's the only one seeing shit.
I see shit.
you see another very large individual moving quickly through the trees.
Oh, no,
fuck.
not another one.
8.5 feet tall,
Oh, God.
spiked gauntlets, somewhere between an elf and a giant.
Can I see if this is at least as hastily as possible? See if this is someone that is I need to throw hands with. Yay or nay?
These might be demigods. Now that I
You
think about it.
see this
Oh, God,
individual
back
has
human.
reached down, picked up 2 of the horde that are running towards you, and has thrown both into different objects. One being slammed directly down into the ground, and the other being thrown into a tree so hard that it echoes as bones crack and they fall limply to the ground.
So, friend,
Maybe. Don't 100% believe that because remember this
the
one.
enemy of
It's just
the
so
enemy of my
friend.
enemy is my friend.
Yeah,
The
but
enemy
this
of
one
my enemy
also
is my
killed a
friend,
couple of
even
them as
in-
well.
Why?
They don't care about them
In
either
battle.
way.
In battle. But I don't think they would do that like why would my
honorable
question is this, why
citizen.
would someone charge into battle intentionally kill one of their soldiers for no
I mean,
reason
he did
and
the
waste
same
time.
thing. But I'm just saying, just be careful, be wary, but like,
I have an idea of who that person may be.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. I would like to just keep it mental note that that friend. Keep mental note as that friend. Yeah.
All right.
Back to Twig taking a leap of faith.
Twig, your leap of faith.
This could all go wrong with one simple little roll. I hope y'all realize this.
Damn it.
I know.
Aw.
That's why I was so.
It's
That's
not
why I
going on
said
looking.
please let the dice be with us. He
No,
rolled
but the
the
thing
bad
is,
side.
once it makes contact with him, if I don't get out of the way in time, I'm getting sucked in with this bitch. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, that's also. Okay, I have one backup plan for that, but it also might end up getting my wyvern
Oh,
sucked in as
please.
well.
Whoa.
Okay,
Twig, we come back
You
to
are
you.
impaled.
I might get fucked.
Twice.
Mhm.
Roll me a d20 for this attempt.
Get whacked,
Oh.
bitch. Get whacked, bitch.
Yeah.
The closeness
With
of
one-
these rolls tonight.
One massive effort on your part brings you within arm's reach, and you bring that crystal down. And as it makes contact, you see a massive gauntleted hand swat you away from him.
Oh no.
Release the crystal,
Roll.
leave it.
Roll me.
Do you want to run that again? Go ahead, run that again.
Roll me.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
phew.
it didn't matter.
Didn't
Y'all
matter.
wasted all my fucking 20s earlier, and now I ain't seen one of them bitches since. But this massive.
Said it's funny.
Somebody did. I think it was you.
I was screwing with your
Dalek.
dice, but
I
I never
did.
rolled a 20
Oh no,
on it.
I rolled. I was the one that rolled the 20. I was the one that rolled the
I'd
singular 20.
Fucked up Lucy's rolls. I didn't know they were
You
there.
see this
I'm sorry.
crystal begin to glow, and it's pulling some intangible essence away from Levitius. Something
What's your obsession with stabbing me?
great and unclean is being pulled into this crystal. And you can hear Levitius screaming in pain.
Can I yell, "Die, bitch"?
They're not gonna die though. Well, actually,
As you get
We could
hit
just throw the
by
crystal
this
into the
massive hand, it does knock you against the shield, and you are on that side of the trench. But Levitius falls to his knees, and his stature slowly begins to diminish to a more normal 6 foot. The armor slowly begins to deteriorate into that of a paladin. As he drops to his knees,
it's one of the.
you see the horde cease their attack on the bubble. And as one, they slowly turn towards this newly weakened paladin. From within this paladin, a bright gold light seems to kind of flicker, like it's trying to start and illuminate the entire area. And that just seems to drive the undead into a frenzy as they begin rushing towards him. Still unable to move, we go to
Undead.
Delic. What are you trying to do?
I kind of want to help him because if he's
Mm-hmm.
back
Yeah.
in control of himself, I don't want him to die. So I want to start shooting them from where at my location.
21 dead. That means that there are 29 left.
Let's finish these fuckers.
Yeah.
Should I?
Roll. I'll let you have 3 attacks. And then you'll have to reload.
Alright.
So,
Uh-oh.
I don't
Uh-oh.
remember what happens.
Uh-oh! Sir,
Uh-oh.
Houston, we have a problem. What's the problem? We're removing that direction. That's
We
the
are in
direction
fact
we're moving.
removing that
Everything in that
direction.
general direction.
Careful not to remove the paladin.
Nah, I don't want to hit the paladin. Okay, I got a 9.
Alright.
And
And a 13. So, I'm going to put your 20 and your 13 together in the first 2 shots. I don't remember-
You just hear like the nuke alarms go off right before I fire.
There's a large klaxon above your head as it's wait. No. You take aim at
Initiating the beam.
Yeah, it is a beam. As you pull the trigger and you double tap, these 2 shots feel like everything in the world is right in this moment. That there is peace in the oblivion that you're about to deliver. A group of 7 are removed from existence. Not even ashes or gore from your first shot. Your second shot lines up with 3.
So 9.
And as no, that's 10. That's 10. You killed 10 with these. And
nice. So there's only 19 left.
The group of 3 are killed so quickly, their shadows are burnt against the rocks.
Here comes the sun.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Here comes the sun. I wish to reload in the meantime.
Alright. Lilith. You just watched the fucking Big Bang.
Let it be known in history, all shall know of the Big Bang that has happened this season.
God said, "Let there be light," and there was light.
There was a lot of light.
You should do like a thing, like everyone around the world saw that beam from that 20.
That beam was seen from Hollow Rock. Durnovan's gonna ask questions about that when you
they
get
all
back.
know we're fighting. They all know we're fighting right now.
Yeah, the letter that
And
said
which
fucking
person
run.
in a
Was that
20-mile
being
radius
shot
knows
in?
we're fighting right now?
Which direction
Yeah.
was that beam shot in?
I am Sapphire, bringer of death. Fear me, for you shall know
Roll
no
me a
mercy.
1d4 so I can tell what direction that went. 3. Hold on. So, the small town of Salim Vaoris has a statue.
And it is
I
gone
hit
now.
that fucking dragon again.
Made out of electrum.
Oh god.
And this magical projectile has
Oh, no, what have I-
illuminated the
Did you
entirety
just
of the
shoot
Hatterack
another laser
Desert.
at God?
What did I do again? Sorry.
As the beam connects with the statue of Victosh, the
Oh, not
electrum
again!
dissipates, and there is a blinding flash across the Hatterack Desert that turns it to day for a few seconds before
What
it
have I done?
fades.
What have I done?
You shot another laser at God, you dummy.
I was the one that shot the first one. I threw Twig under that fucking statue. I will say
There's
straight
4
up.
people probably just got flashbanged. I forget what the name of the movie is, But there's a meme about this old lady who's praying before a flash behind them fires. I could just imagine somebody's praying and then boom, they just blinded from behind.
That's Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. That's Aunt May. She's like, "Hallowed be thy name," and then boom, the wall blows up behind her.
Yeah, that's basically what just happened.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy
They really are starting to wonder about Victosh in that city, by the way.
Did I
Lilith.
him or
Phosphophylite.
you could? Oh no, you said it erased it from existence. So could it have erased its encasement from existence? It could just be free
Not
drag.
the Electrum. Electrum channels magic, so it just dispersed it into light. A lot of light,
yeah.
mind you.
And oh yes, that does bring the say, and here comes the sun, a literal meaning.
Lilith.
Does it get any wild magic
Orchestrator-
since it hit?
It does not get a wild magic from that.
Okay, thank God.
You rolled high
With
enough.
fucking Majora's Mask, the moon gets a face.
It's a very angry face.
Yeah,
Lilith.
it's just
I need some Electrum now.
Majora Masks happen.
Orchestrator of the undead, raiser of revenants. Being so angry that they died, they have come back with skills that quite literally astonish you. They're still killing. Roll me a 1d4. That's the blue pyramid. You've killed... Your leading revenant has killed one more individual. And the others are slowly but surely pushing them, the ones they are fighting, towards the pit. What would you like to do? Yes.
Save the paladin.
And do they have legs per se?
Oh, God.
No. You're gonna take.
Yes,
Oh,
they
you-
have legs.
No, the collective
Everyone
revenant
I
backflip.
control, myself included, all of them do a backflip.
Oh no.
Land on
Oh
their
no. She's gonna open a fucking portal to another realm.
Wait.
Oh my God.
I love.
Roll me.
I love-
Alright, there's two ways I can do this. There's two ways. You have 7 good rolls left. Or you can roll the d20 7 times, and for each one that is under 8, I will wild magic the ever-loving shit out of everything.
1, 2, 3.
1,
Oh no, that's 3 under 8.
4. There's a 5 here. You gotta roll one more time there.
Chaos.
No.
6 different instances of wild magic.
I am
Lilith.
so proud of myself.
You ready? You ready, Proto?
Oh my
Chaos
God.
the first
She's
time.
I
Hold
have
on,
to go
hold on.
down
I
and
have a-
destroy
Do it one at
it.
a time.
I have a better solution to this if you'll let me.
Alright.
Is this acceptable?
Alright, yeah, what is it?
The final
Which-
turn was a banger.
Spawn Air Force Alpaca.
No. A fiery ring opens in the air in front of you before
Oh,
out steps
shit.
a hellspawn.
Oh, cool.
You
Wait,
what is
motherfucker!
The plant.
Bedraggled. Looking bedraggled and exhausted. Like he had just gotten out of bed almost.
Wait, is it like?
He-
Is this like?
you
on two
woke
legs or four
someone
legs type
up?
thing?
I woke
Is
up
it
a
like what now?
hellspawn.
Is this a person or like the actual like hellhound type?
Why?
that
Why do
creature?
you
No, it's a
decide
person. It's
roll?
humanoid.
Okay. Oh God.
It's like a
Is this-
Dremora kind
Is
of.
this Alistair from Hasbin or something?
Something like that.
Hello! No, I'm kidding.
Alistair's an actual demon.
Hellspawn or Hellborn? Or are that the same thing?
Hellborn is more accurate. Hellborn's more accurate.
Okay, so it's not Alistair because he's a sinner.
So,
Maybe
He's
more like
holding
Charlie,
a
but
few
evil.
Oh
small things, and one of the things he's
Maybe.
holding is a cup
Dibs.
and a
Wait.
saucer.
Coffee.
Oh my god!
Who is this? Spill the tea.
I don't know who it is, but it's a Hellborn Fae. Be nice!
Oh.
Why?
He's looking
Because
around.
if you're rude, then he will curse you. Be nice.
Oh.
He's looking around, sees you, locks eyes with you, turns around, sees the portal has slammed shut, immediately walks over and is like, "You did this! Why am I here? What do you want?" Every time I hear a backflip go off, I'm like, I'll just redirect it. It's fine. It's like an auto voicemail machine. You don't even know what that is. You just pop somewhere else. I'm like, fine. I'll just keep putting you in the same place. But every time, and you made 6 people do it. 6 magical failures. What do you want?
Oh my god.
Oh my
This
god,
is
I guess we found our
frustrating.
patron.
Hi.
We found him.
He's
This
gonna
is your
walk
new
over
patron. Be friendly.
and he's
This
gonna
is our
grab
first NPC.
2 handfuls of
Oh,
your
God.
cloak and lift you off the ground above his head. What do you want from me?
Can I roll to seduce? No.
Oh god!
You could try. Good luck.
No horny at the table.
Angry. You've got disadvantage.
Just do the roll anyway. I want to see if it actually would work.
Don't waste a 20.
Yeah, go ahead, roll the dice.
No,
Do it!
no.
That
Do
bitch
it,
better be
Lilith!
a 20.
No, you could use your succeed. You could use one of your succeed rolls for it.
I use
Hold
one of
on.
the succeed rolls. Fuck!
I got a 17.
I got a 17.
He picks you up, Lilith, and as he's holding you in the air, you kind of blow a kiss at him or something. I don't know. You're just
Make
like,
her voice
"Mwah."
what she does.
No. Give him a light skin.
Make her voice it.
Oh,
You want
yeah.
to seduce?
Yeah, you have. You want to seduce?
Explain what you're gonna
You
do.
gotta seduce. He's picked you up. He's holding you, and you're like giving him kissy eyes. I want to see. I want to hear what your plan of action is.
Oh, you're real strong. You're bad too.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
He kind of hesitates. He stops shaking you for a moment, and he's like, "You're kind of charming in a drunk kind of way. Are you aware of what I am?"
Why don't we take you to the bedroom and find out?
He's just gonna drop you. He's gonna drop you and drop you on the floor. He's like, "All right, listen." And he waves his hand, and like a flaming chair appears, and the flames go out, and he sits down. And he's like, "Look," and he pulls some glasses out of his shirt, and he puts them on. And he's like, "Listen, it's all good, you know. You seem like a decent individual. It's the first time anybody's flirted with me when they keep ringing my line, but you know, whatever. Here's the deal. I'm half tempted to feed you to my hellhounds.
What are their
And by
names?
half, I would say,
This is when to go. No, this is when to go. Please, please. Can I yell out? What are their names?
he snaps his head to you, and he's like, Kerberos, Spot, and Luna. What?
That's awesome.
It's a good
Can I
dog.
meet them one day?
Can I meet them one
She
day?
keeps ringing this fucking bell. Yeah, you'll meet him.
Keep ringing his bell.
Do a flip.
Do you know
He sits back
Gilgamesh?
down.
Aren't we still killing shit?
Shh, we've settled the fight.
For the moment.
Combat.
The Hellborn
Combat
is
has
like,
frozen.
Just watching what's happening.
And I've currently
Even
now
the-
switched into my fucking work clothes.
Even the undead.
Twig's
thing-
gonna kind
The
of just
undead
like
are like,
jump into the conversation and be like, "Are you a friend of Gilgamesh?"
what? No, he's a shit nerd.
Did
You
he
don't
get
know
rid
what
of
that
his
is.
minions?
Just called him a nerd.
What the fuck?
I'm not trampling on any toes just because he's here, and I guess now I'm here. Whatever. Why? What?
Why is it our group that's
Did
just
you
summoning
really-
all of the deities and monsters and stuff from below? Why is it
You
us?
should see what the
We're-
Crusaders
we're
have
no-
done.
we're
They
the-
have
we're
done
the
arguably
chaotic
worse.
We're the chaotic
You
crusaders.
you brought me here to
You've
to
done
what?
more
to
than
s-
us.
sleep with
True.
me?
Actually, yeah, true.
We're just the
facing
true
your-
big bad
you're
endgame group.
facing
Are we
your
just the true big bad
consequences.
endgame?
No,
And
we're
we're
just
winning.
really bad at what we do.
What are you here
He's gonna
to
run a
say?
hand through his hair, and he's like, "You
Just
don't even
lost
know
the
me.
city. 2 cities because of y'all.
Well, okay, Veldheim was
I'm
gonna
a
be blown
creature
up
of
anyway, and
sustenance
what-
or
the second one-
substance,
Are you a fae?
not sustenance.
Oh, are you talking about the Paladins?
No,
You could call it that, yes."
I mean,
That's pretty
you
cool.
came here for a reason. You could either slay
Ow.
me or lady.
Sorry,
Ow,
Sharky.
my arm.
Jeez, it's
I
so
sit and
hard
laugh
and it's
now.
getting
You're down
worse.
here, I might as well.
Roll me. I don't know what to do
I
in this
scared Sharky
situation.
today.
I landed on my arm.
As a DM, I'm at a loss. As a Hellborn Fae, I'm like,
I need Vance for work.
I think I'm gonna just burn this plane of
But I need to
existence
laugh
down.
at
That sounds like the plan.
Don't burn it down.
You're
Twig's
gonna
gonna
burn it
jump in
down.
and kind of be like, "Yeah,
Why
you
would
coming
help
here was
more
kind
if
of
I didn't have
not
work?
intentional."
True, you wouldn't
At
have that
all.
10-pound silicone structure, so that's,
So
that's fair.
I'm here from an accident, and she wants to know me carnally, and
Wait.
she doesn't even know my name.
Yeah.
She doesn't
hi.
even
You
know
scared the shit
my
out of me.
fake
I fell
name.
I'm
down
sorry.
I don't know what she's
I'm
on
doing.
my arm.
We're just trying to not die right now. Speaking of which, I
Sorry
need to
about
get
that. I
back
didn't
to
think you
going to
would
save that
so do.
fucker that we sent to his death before. I'll be
Wendigo's
back
gonna
with you
yell out
later.
after hearing
Twig's
this.
gonna like,
Wendigo's gonna...
oh right, we have like
Oh,
a
okay, sorry.
how like long is this trench?
What's the 8.5-foot person
Like,
doing?
can I jump across
the
it, or
circular-
do I need
It's
assistance?
a circular trench. It's a circular
You
trench.
can
How
jump
wide is
across it, yeah.
It's
Okay.
jumpable,
It's
but
4
it's like a
feet
circular
deep
trench
and
that
4 feet
surrounds the
wide.
little area.
I'm
Bro,
going
I
to
kinda
jump
wanna go
across
in,
it.
like very soon.
Proto, you
That
said
is
drunk.
okay, because I didn't mean to say jump. But if you need to go, hon, you're good. We will continue with this Hellborn Fae on the next session. We're gonna go over to you, Sharky. Sharky, what is your character's name as you have mauled your way into this fight?
Phosphophylite.
What's
That's
the
a what?
fillet?
Phosphophylite. It's a green
Oh.
gemstone.
Phosphophylite.
Fossophyllite. I don't know why, but it sounded like you said fossophyllite, and I was like, what the fuck is a fossophyllite? Okay.
Close enough.
As you, god damn it, 6 fails. And that's why I thought of hell, because I was like, 666, ha ha ha. Now you get a Hellborn Fae. You are approaching 2 more of these undead that are kind of turning away from you and running towards this paladin like he's made out of 10-piece chicken nuggets. So your first blow knocks one down, but your second one, your punch blows through its chest, and you draw your hand back, bringing its spine out with you, before shaking off your castus and approaching another group. So that's another 2 dead. There's 9 left.
See you later.
I mean, technically I have 4 arms.
Well, you have a 20, so
That's-
your forearms are definitely...
That was not intentional, but I'll take it.
Pom pom.
You bring both hands up over one of the next approaching zombies, and as you You bring your second set of
Becomes
hands
pancake.
up and down. You knock his head into his chest cavity. And then the downward momentum continues, crushing it all the way to the ground.
Pancake.
I'm covered in
Very
blood.
much pancake. You are very scary to look at.
Yes.
The other
I
undead
have an
just kind of
idea.
freezes in place, but Wendigo at this point sees what you just did to that one. Wendigo, what would you like to do?
Alright, so Wendigo's like, ah, shit, I gotta one up that. I'm gonna jump out this circle. I'm gonna jump out the circle. I would like to call Drachmir to my side, and I want
I've
to
got 3 minutes, by the
scorch
way.
the ever-living hell. Using my magic and his fire combined to scorch the ever-living hell out of the remaining zombies.
Alright, so all 9 are kind of loosely grouping up to swarm this paladin. And roll me a d20 2 times. 25. Roll me a 1d10. Roll it again. So it's a little messy. But Drachmir, understanding what you intend to do, brings you over, swoops up and grabs you. As he begins to open his maw with a glowing flame, he splashes it on the ground around everything, immediately killing 3. Whereas your flame circles back over those 3 one more time before completely eviscerating the other 6. And with that,
So we've got 3 left.
there are none left.
Oh.
So I just napalmed
win.
these guys. I'm happy.
I'm
You
gonna
did.
run up to the side of the paladin and first of all grab the crystal from at his feet to make sure that he doesn't decide to somehow free whatever we had just taken from him.
All right.
Just in case that he may or may not have possibly actually wanted what quote unquote gave him power. And I'm gonna be like, you good?
He kind of sees you run towards him, and he jumps back and shields his face. And this is a large man. This man is 6'4", well built, muscular, and as he leans back and covers his face and brings his hands up, he's like, "No more. I can't take any more, please." Almost begging for his life.
I'll offer him a hand up. Despite being
Yeah, I don't know
tiny,
if I
he'd be
have a
like,
ride to work or not.
up we go.
As you reach down, he flinches again, but notices that your hand is out, open, and he gently reaches out and takes your hand, and you help him to his feet. And the whole time you can hear him muttering prayers. Bye, Sharky.
Bye. After work, I go.
Bye.
Prayers and cantrips, and every now and then he's racked with a sob. He's like, "What have I done?"
What did you agree to? What was the bargain you made?
We were
No,
shown
he bargained for his shit.
No.
we were shown glorious cities, children happy, families well-to-do. We were shown all of these good things.
And you thought that you would find these from a underlord?
He doesn't look like an underlord. It doesn't match anything that we understand it as. It doesn't feel evil when we see it.
And yet now you see what it's done.
I couldn't do anything about it. I was just there. It took all of my worst innate urges and propelled them to the only thing that mattered. We were told that this was the way to get to those happy cities, those laughing children and rich families.
War has never led to any of that. Death has never led to any of that. Those are priceless things that you have to find amongst your own means. I've only ever heard of one group. Heard mere stories of them out there somewhere, bringing that to this world, and yet here Gilgamesh is, destroying all that once again.
There was nothing I could do. How many people have I killed? And he looks over to that massive chain blade. 6 foot. Still just kind of slowly idling there in the dirt where it fell.
We're not sure. We haven't seen the true strength behind his minions.
He has more. There's more coming. All of my brothers and sisters.
Did I walk up to this conversation by any chance?
Yes.
More as in people, or more as in paladins? More as in giants that could crush us as if it was nothing.
There are creatures from some infernal pit. He used them to train us. They are stronger than us by a large margin.
Stronger than you, maybe. But that is only because you
No,
walk in light.
not stronger.
It's easier to darken the light. Those who are already tainted take a lot more to persuade.
We were only here to retrieve our brother's vestments.
I'm aware.
Decius is still out there.
Wendigo kind of squints, like, sort of, I guess, looks away in disappointment. Not showing too much, but, just sort of realizing what he's caused. Understanding that he essentially is sent. That he's the reason why this person's in that situation.
He looks around before he collapses into a sobbing wreck. You see Giannis taking steps towards him. That acidic bile bubbling from his jaws.
Stop. No,
I'll
stop.
stand between them.
He stops as he looks at you, and in a very guttural voice and broken common, loud enough for all of you to hear, as a matter of fact, I could crush him and you.
Twig's going to laugh at him and be like, first of all, you can't do jack shit to me. Second of all, he is a threat no more, and it'd be pathetic to attack somebody who is unwielding of a weapon. Stand down.
Best. He snorts. But something about the way you're staring at him gives him pause. And you hear that low common growl echo out the words, best to stomp out a small fire before it becomes an inferno, as he turns to walk away.
Wendigo kind of clenches his fist, to that point, you know how like you clench your fist so hard that your nails just sort of dig into the skin?
Yes.
That's at the point he is.
He's not wrong, but at the same time, this isn't even a small blaze. He has been freed.
No, but that goes against Wendigo's moral code. That's why. It just goes
It
against
goes
his moral
against
code.
most people's moral code, but these are also young wyverns who know no better.
Can I check on my wyvern? Because I'm pretty sure
I'd
they're
also
Yes.
still
like
with
to go
me
back to. I'd also
in the
like
cart.
to go back to Drakmir. And
I
have a
want to see how they were
conversation.
how they held up.
As you look where Fish was sitting, you feel an almost electric air in about a 2-foot radius of Fish. So much so that as you approach, the metal portions of your weapon begin arcing and popping
It's been enchanted.
like a static field,
Oh shit! It's
like
crit
you're
boosted.
walking through a static field of energy around Fish. And Fish is looking as big as he possibly can. Wings flared out, fangs exposed.
They're afraid. You have to show them that there's nothing to fear now.
Oh, I was muted. Can I set my weapon off to the side?
Yeah.
And I want to hug him.
Roll me a 1d12. As you approach, he backs up and, feeling the boulder behind him, realizes he has got nowhere else to go.
I thought we were in the carriage.
He was not. He was on the
Oh.
outside just behind it. So as you approach,
Oh.
your
I thought he was with
palms,
me. Oh well.
palms up, and you approach, and you gently wrap your arms around Fish. Fish doesn't move, but you feel a slight vibration, hear a hum, and you're hit with a bolt of electricity that freezes you in place. And it hurts.
I'm going to direct the man to go back to Hall Rock. Currently, it's the safest place we know of. We don't know what other places have been attacked. We don't know where
we
is
take
safe
him back?
and where isn't. Yeah, we
Uh,
can. I'll be
I
directing him to stay
I want
in
to tell
Hall
them that
Rock.
it's okay. Everything's okay now. I want to tell the my wyvern everything's okay now.
Hearing your voice, Fish kind of brushes your mind again, just ever so faintly, and says, Fish is okay now?
Okay then.
Fish is okay.
And with that, Fish kind of just slowly untenses folding her wings back in, bringing her wings up close to her chest, and just kind of leans his weight against you. Wendigo. Drakmir has landed beside you. Oh, and I have one thing. As you direct that paladin on what his next task should be, he reaches for his sword and picks it up and is able to hold it and wield it one-handed. Squeezing the handguard, the demonic wail as those teeth begin to churn kind of sickens him for a moment. And you can see him muttering prayers and cantrips. And the wail slowly subsides to a low hum. And what looks to be molten metal starts dropping from it as the teeth spin now. He places this against his back, and he asks you all if it would be possible for you to take him there, because he is in bad shape, by the way. There's acid burns across his face, his chest, and talon marks are bleeding from multiple wounds.
Can we heal him a bit as well?
Do we have
Yes, you can. But your healer, I will play her. But actually, no, y'all can do it. Which one of you is magical? Both of you are sort of magical.
Okay.
Which one of you wants
I'm
to
a
lay on
bard.
hands?
I want to be magical.
Be a magical girl.
Be a magical Leoplerodon. Find a way to Candy Mountain.
Candy Mountain, Charlie.
Roll
me a
believers, shine.
Oh my god.
D20 for
no.
me. All right. So you
Find a way to Candy
you
Mountain.
are able to heal most of the bleeding. There's a few little scrapes and gashes that the magic doesn't quite stretch far enough to encompass.
Oh,
but
yeah.
you can still see the haunted look in his eyes and tell that there are some things that magic cannot cure.
Can I ask him his name?
Levicius.
Levicius.
Oh, I need to change where I put that in my notes.
Hold on. How do you spell that?
L-A-V.
L-A-V?
E-T-I. U-S.
Oh. L-A-V, what's the second other part? L-A-V?
E-T-I-U-S. L-A-V-E-T-I-U-S.
Alright.
Yep. Wendigo.
We can start our way back to Hollow Rock, right?
Yes. After 1 second, Wendigo, you and Drakmir, having witnessed all of this, Drakmir is emanating a sense of self-pride. But you also feel that it's not just towards him.
Oh, God.
And as he feels you pressing around in the mental link, he immediately shutters it off.
Don't get too cocky.
Oh, what is wrong with your ear?
It's his
Ow,
hand
your
playing
arm.
with it.
Oh, I was thinking. I was. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I hate that you're making me think.
At this point in time, a smug-looking Hellfey is dragging Lilith by one leg out of the trees.
I'm going.
Imply with that what you will. I'm not doing horny at the table.
No, you're good. I'm going to.
Horny at the table. Oh shit! What did I just bump my head? Oh no! I just. Horny at the table.
Approach Janus. Hmm. You know, I don't appreciate being threatened.
He kind of still has the sizzling acid dripping down his extended canines, and in a kind of gravelly voice replies with, I don't much appreciate being smacked and battered around either. I might be built a little denser than these others, but
He wasn't
it
in
still
control.
hurt.
It's fucking pouring.
Yeah, we're supposed to get some really shitty weather coming this week.
Oh no! It's fucking pouring. If only you could hear it.
I'm aware, young one, but there's something you must learn. For starters, he wasn't the one in control in that moment. If you hadn't taken notice, I kind of already captured what done that. He presents the crystal to him.
He looks at it, turning his head to look at the crystal before shying away and flaring his wings a little bit. Reeks of damnation.
Not really.
Get rid of it as soon as you can.
I'm not really sure what we can exactly do with this, because I'm not sure if we destroy it, if it'll release it, or if it'll destroy it with it. So we'll have to see if Durnavan knows anything more about it. Go ahead,
Best to keep it
Smojin.
in the shape it is for now.
Yeah.
Best to keep it in the shape it is for now. Well, I'm trying to think, because I'm trying to think of what to say. That's what I'm racking my head around.
You're good. Are you
Drakmir's gonna kind of lean
You've been chested.
and mirror your posture, and he's gonna kind of bump
It's not
you
a
with
tree,
one of
but it
his
is a chest.
wings as the
Aw.
mental link reopens. And he's going to ask the question, is this what we do?
Oh god, because I know what he's asking if killing is what we do.
Yeah, be careful with how you word it.
Yeah, no. Okay, I'm trying to think of a way to word this.
Very careful.
What do they mean by is this what we
Mm.
do?
He's asking if we just kill people, if we go around just killing people. If you tell him that, then he's just going to go around and start murdering a bunch of random innocents.
Yeah, no, that's the thing is, that's what I'm trying to think.
No, this
I am
was
not
simply
one to discern
self-defense.
whether someone I'm not one to discern whether someone is worthy or not worthy to die, but
This was self-defense, though.
this This was not an action. This was not an unprovoked action of violence. Nor do I believe it was necessary. But at times, we may not have a choice. That being
Drakmir
said,
takes. Oh,
that
go ahead.
being said, I do not wish. I do not wish upon anyone death, and I don't believe you should too. It is not
Good
something I
job.
take lightly, and something that I wish to do again. But life is a mystery, and I am unable to discern. I am unable to control the actions of others. That's it.
Drakmir gives off several emotions, some of them being um, a conflict between abhorrence for the violence that he committed because it seems like you didn't like doing it, and therefore he shouldn't have enjoyed doing it. And you can see the mental beratement there. But then he understands also what you said, that sometimes you don't have a choice. Sometimes it has to be done. Sometimes bad things need to happen. And with that, you feel a wave of gratitude and understanding emanate from him before the link cuts off. And he kind of just follows your footsteps.
I'm trying to I'm just. Well, I understand that what I
Mm.
said was essentially what Wendigo believes, which is I don't enjoy killing, nor do I wish death upon anyone, but there are certain actions that I am unable to control of others, and I will regress through my own self-preservation. But yeah, I hope that got the message across that we don't just fucking murder people.
It did. The message was sent, and like I said, you felt him mentally berating himself for enjoying something that, in a roundabout way, somebody he looks up to but would never admit to looking up to does not.
I see. For how stupid I act in D&D, Wendigo's pretty damn wise, if I do say so myself.
Hey, that's the part of it.
If I do.
That is part of it. We all are working towards something. And with that,
The session
and
is
all
closed.
ends tied, we close tonight's session. And for the
I am
Crusaders
happy with
tomorrow,
myself.
a missive will be sent.